Now we're into Arabia. Aftermath against 200 Kilo in the Cartographers semi-finals. We have Hart and Leary representing Aftermath on the southeast corner. In the top west, playing as yellow. The best color in the game is Mr. Yo. And in the red is... Okay, I'm not doing intros anymore. The red is Vivi. This is Arabia for the first game. And we're hyped for the semi-finals. Yep. Aren't we, Mr. Dave?
We are super hyped for the semi-finals, especially after yesterday. I think Yo and Vivi played really well. MBL and Nikov obviously had some blips, especially the game number 1 was definitely a blip. But
was it now?
It was, but at the same time, I feel like Yo played incredible that game. So
yeah, the issue with a game like that is that a lot of people will just look at it and be like, throw, right?
Yeah.
Which, yes, it was. But Yo must still do an amazing job to actually make that comeback happen, regardless.
I looked at the position of that, and I couldn't believe it. Yo ended with a better eco than Nikov. At one point, he was like 35 vils behind. And he was taking a 1v1 against MBL, and they were in a relatively similar position. And then it just spiraled into a position where, like, it looked like Yo was the free boomer the entire game. It was crazy, dude. That guy... And he sent 6,000 res to Vivi, so he's basically 1v3ing. At the
Pretty
end
much. And the game opened with both him and Vivi going forward as well.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty wild game. Anyway, we have Leary playing as the Malay here. He's going for the archers, as expected. Leary always tends to be the archer player. I wonder why. There have been some rumors about his crossbow micro now and then. And we have Hart playing as the stable. Do you think they will do anything off meta here? Or are we going to see scouts archers?
Scouts archers. I think that would
surprising.
Be... Yeah, if we're going to see anything off meta in this match, it's going to be Yo and Vivi. Unsurprisingly, on that side. As we see the scout now from Yo, finding the villager from Hart. And I'm not sure he's going to kill that. We'll see if Hart can get that back. Hart's actually choosing to attack with that.
I'm not sure if he's choosing to attack or if it was like just automatically fighting back, right? Sometimes they do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he lost the villager. Great pickup by Yo. Great start for him. But of course, he did sacrifice half of his scout HP. And a lot of people argue that losing the HP on the scout might actually backfire in the long run.
I don't know about in a team game situation.
Agreed.
Like 1v1, definitely. But in team game, I feel like there's so many variables and you can always kind of fall back to your ally and then get up maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds faster with that extra villager. It could make the difference in the game, right? There's just too many things about this game we don't know to say with all certainty that losing HP is the worst thing in the world.
Have you done a corner check, by the way?
I mean, I'm looking over them right now. They're okay. There's a lot of wildlife. There's some cliffs available, but nothing spectacular, right? There's no magic duo of corners here.
Right. Okay, we have Yo here playing as his typical... Like, Yo always plays... Like, I feel like Yo manages to get Franks in the draft every single time as well. Him and the Max are the guys I see with Franks all the time. And Yo's walling up now. He's going to have a nice little circled base with safe resources. Vivi doing the same. Both of them actually have a pretty decent map for the way they're walling. So they'll be somewhat safe at home, which means they can probably try to be a bit aggressive. But we'll not sure if they will do it. It looks like AM as well. Kind of passive for now, but Leary moving over to Hart, joining with the scouts, and they're going to start putting some pressure on Mr. Yo here.
I've noticed with Leary and Hart, I mean, they've had 2 straight sets where they go down 2-0 and then they have to make the reverse sweep happen, right? And they were up against, I think you could argue, a kind of lesser version of this Yo Vivi team and Bad Koala and Lix. Same type of idea, right? Lix is going to be the forward guy. Bad Koala is going to be expanding his eco behind and trying to carry the game to some extent. And they really, really struggle when they split up with military. Like when Hart's off doing his own thing, when Leary's trying to 1v2 after both of them double Hart, they really, really struggle. So I think this is good for them that they're meeting up so early and just coordinating their efforts and getting their walls down. Vivi and Yo feel like they just don't want to take any fights here until they're set up. They played super safe.
Sorry about that. Yeah, indeed. But that's also like Hart and Leary should always aim to team up as well, right? Because they're both extremely good micro players. and any engagement they take should, on paper, be in favor of them as long as the numbers are even. But yeah, we see again, like you said, they're splitting up again. Lyra's going home. Heart scouts are going to the left, which is surprising because Heart is fully walled, right? His scouts could just be with Lyra at all times. As we see Yo and Vivi coming forward together now. Vivi even doing the armor upgrade, which you don't really see too often, which definitely implies that they want to get into some actual fights.
Well, the scouts from Yo are in a pretty dangerous position. There's a lion chasing the archers, there's scouts right behind the lion, and then there's a villager trying to wall up on Lyri's base. And Lyri is going for the Omega walls over here. Nice little setup with the archers there.
Yeah, but Yo will keep those archers there until the army of Vivi arrives, and Vivi will clean that up easily. He has 8 archers there. And if Lyri loses those 4 archers, I guess sure, he still has 10, 11 archers at home, but any archer numbers in favor of one side hitting Castle Age can be very decisive as the game goes on.
Look at that lion, he got a kill.
He killed an archer. Oh, Spearman from Heart getting some hits as well. Nicely done. 1 scout going down. And now Heart coming from behind as well with Vivi's archers using the houses to kind of hide in. All this looks like it's going to be a good fight for the Aftermath in the end.
Yep. Scout numbers going down from both. Villager does die, so 2 villagers dead from AM so far. And Heart, wisely trying to prevent Vivi from getting in between these 2 houses, is losing his scouts, but big clear up there from Lyri as Vivi's next 5 archers come along, and suddenly there's more scouts here from Mr. Yo.
Indeed, and even though Vivi has less archers, he does have the hill and he has Ethiopians, so they do shoot faster, and with the hill advantage, they're taking a really good trade there when everything is said and done. But Yo probably doesn't want to continue chasing now. Indeed, he pulls back as we see Heart clicking up to the Castle Edge, which makes sense because he did definitely have less scouts to support Lyra with here.
Yeah.
It might backfire though, as Lyra is going to be under a lot of pressure.
Also Persians, so he kind of made up that villager loss earlier. Vivi having himself, well, he's going for a market, so he's going to try and click up soon. Lyri should be a little bit ahead of him, and Yo is in a good economic position, but Lyri is defending really, really good here.
Yeah, this is really ambitious by Yo and Vivi. 2 scouts and like 7 archers against Lyra's 12 archers. The odds that you find any value there is really low.
I think they're just trying to keep Lyri in his base until they can get up.
Yeah, might be.
That's what it looks like.
But as I said earlier, like as the game goes on in these 2v2s, the crossbow numbers tend to be more important than the knight numbers in most scenarios. So you really don't want to waste the archers numbers. As Vivi is going to lose 5 more if Lyri chases that down. And suddenly we're looking at Castle Age timings for both, probably going to be somewhat similar.
Vivi just smacking that market around.
Oh my god.
Holy.
This is like doubt.
and he's missing 8 gold at the end. Oh, that's just brutal, right?
Yeah. And Lyri he's still 200 foot away, but as Malay, he'll probably still hit Castle Age faster. So we have a very, very close game in our hands.
God, Malay is so forgiving, isn't it? It's such a weird civ. It feels like it's going to be so strong, and then sometimes you just lose anyway.
The biggest thing with Malay is the eco management, right? It feels awkward to manage the economy because you feel like you have less resources than you should have.
The timings are weird, yeah. And it's not only like getting up sooner and you don't have the res in the bank. You had to spend the extra 100 food to make those 2 villagers. And it takes time for that to pay off. Team wall.
Interesting thing here is that Heart is adding town centers now and playing 2 stable, kind of like a macro approach. But if you look over to the other side, Yo is adding a 3rd stable. They are going to be pumping out knights, as Vivi also added a 3rd range. They were still staying on 2 ranges himself, so this looks like the Chinese guys really want to pile on the pressure here.
Looks like Lyri's trying to team wall between him and Heart, just a couple of houses at a time. I'd love to see Heart try and wall to that cliff at the edge of the map. That's a beautiful cliff. I don't think he knows fully about it. He doesn't. And he's sending the first knights forward, trying to get an idea of what the setup is for Yo and Vivi, and then maybe even trying to find an overchop or something. Or just force the army back. Like, if he could force Vivi's crossbows to sit at the back here, it gives tons of space for Lyri to roam around in the middle of the map.
And Lyri will probably just go forward and join in. This is what confuses me. I'm looking at Yo's stables now. He had 3 stables. 1 was doing husbandry and the others were idle. He started queuing up knights again now, but that's the issue when you go triple stable. If you want to do +2 armor as well, you can't afford triple stable production.
And he adds a second TC too.
Exactly. this like he wants to do both things at the moment here, which is a bit odd. Leary's coming forward though with the crossbow, so they want to put on the pressure. Leary's walking towards Yo though, so I think the Knights from Heart are simply just figuring out where's the army of Vivi, try to keep him there, and then Leary can, as you said, roam around freely
Bad
and decide
fight
where
for
he wants
Hart
to.
early though.
Indeed, losing one Knight there.
And half HP on the other one as Mr. Yo comes in, and of course Yo finds the one villager that's exposed because that's just simply what he does, and he's gonna kill it.
And just carrying on straight through, taking the hill now, wants to fight. But Vivi now, by himself. Ballistics is not in for Leary though, but Leary feels like he has ballistics even when he doesn't. So it doesn't matter. The numbers for Vivi are not good. Leary 19 against 13 crossbows, plus the Knights from Heart. Vivi is in a big problem here, and his golden woodline on the top is super exposed if he loses this fight.
I was told by a reliable, I'm assuming reliable chatter, that Vivi is very sick today, and quoting him, sounds like an old grandma.
Old grandma, okay. We have Leary being raided by Yo at the same time, but Vivi's base is looking really tough. The Knights are in on the wood line, his crossbows are kind of dying on the front. Actually, he's doing a good job now. He has ballistics, so he's somewhat trading okay, but yeah, the Knights in the wood line as well. And Vivi is taking a lot of damage there. Village numbers already 15 in front for the Aftermath.
And this is after he used that market really heavily to get up. So his eco was not beautiful to begin with. And you can see that he's kind of struggling to keep up production from 3 ranges and defend his base at the same time. But Yo is into Heart's base with some Knights. Yo is into the back of Leary's base with some Knights. They're +2 Knights. So Leary has to be careful about that. And Yo is just doing Yo things. He's just distracting and keeping himself safe at home while he expands his eco.
Indeed, and we're actually seeing the 3 stables from Yo now. So he has more than he has tripled the Knight numbers of Heart at the moment. So he's able to use the mobility to take some good fights. But as is, Heart can just mix in some camels as the Persians, because he has no crossbow support. So the camels will do a fine job dealing with the Knights of Yo.
And Yo's just taking the fights. He sees that he's fighting downhill. He knows Knights do okay against camels in equal numbers, and he's going to pick off some villagers along with this, and he's adding a 3rd TC even. But Vivi is still struggling, Viper, with this army from Leary. Leary is dancing right now as he's trying to deal with Yo in the back of his base too.
Yeah, they're doing an amazing job of microing, or out-microing ballistics, as we call it. As we have Vivi still just struggling to reclaim that hill. Leader has been sitting on that hill the second since they broke in, and he's not planning to leave it anytime soon. Why doesn't Yo just send... Okay, he's doing it now. He's sending 5 Knights over to help out. And that's gonna make the life a lot easier for Vivi, as Vivi now adding a 2nd town center as well.
Yeah, I would suspect that Vivi was telling him, like, no, just give me a second, I'll clear it up. Yeah. And then Yo heard radio silence for about 3 minutes. He's like, what's going on over there?
Yo picked up another couple of vills as well now on Leary's town center, so he's done a good job to actually, like, the village count isn't that bad when everything is said and done. And he's still finding more vills on the gold. He will lose his Knights in return, but yeah, he's making it a bit awkward for Leary to defend, and they did clean up Leary now in Vivi's base. So army number is still in favor of Aftermath, but game is closer than it looked like it could have been a couple of minutes ago.
I think the main concern right now is how far Hart is economically, right? Like, he delayed the production, he defended himself, he lost a few villagers along the way, lost a few units. Yo was trying to keep both of them in their base with their army count to let Vivi recover. And he kind of threw away some military units to do that. But now we're looking at the eco, and it's 60 villagers for Yo. It's 73 for Hart.
Yeah,
Yo does have wheelbarrow, though. That's something.
Indeed. The main problem I still see is that, of course, now we see Hart having some camos in the mix. They're not great against crossbows. But when the opponent has double the crossbows compared to you, that's still going to be hard to ever take a good engagement here for the 200 kilo boys. I felt like with the triple range, triple stable, they were going to go for like 1 TC all in play. But then they kind of ended up doing something in between both of them, as we have extra town centers for everyone. So yeah, this is exactly how AM wants this to play out now. They can sit at home, play safe, add production, and just slowly let their economy win the game. Even though, again, they're only 11 bills ahead when everything is said and done.
4th range now for Vivi. So 2 TC, 4 range production for the Ethiopians there. Leary is still just on 2 archer ranges currently. And Hart is now adding this 3rd stable.
Yeah, if you look at Leary's resources, you know what he likes to do in these situations. He does not like to stay in the castle age. And we see that food count and gold count starting to climb.
It's so weird.
They just want to wait now.
Yeah.
for
just wanna
Lear
chill
to
for
get the
him.
resources. Exactly.
It's so weird, like the dynamic between Yo and Vivi, how it's like ever so slightly different between Lix and Yo. Like Lix is trying to buy Yo enough time where he can 1v2, essentially, in the late game. But what Vivi gives Yo is a little bit less distraction early, but a little bit more utility like later in the game. Like Vivi will get his eco up and running, right? Lix will still be in their base 40 minutes in. As Yo has found a hole into the back of Heart space, there is a gap there. If Heart doesn't wall that off,
if Hart is on point there, he might still deny this.
No.
Does not look like he'll be able to though. But yeah, it will give a warning that they're coming in there, so they'll have plenty of time to react. So at least that's a positive. But yeah, you're right. Vivi is on paper maybe a better like pure macro micro player compared to Lix, but Lix with his strategic dogging, as they like to call it, always puts Yo in those positions where Yo can carry. I mean, like Yo carried the 2v1 against Nikov and MBL, but that was not due to Vivi's masterpiece strategic sacrifice.
Vivi's 29 villagers running across his base. It wasn't due to that? Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Look at this though. Vivi clicked Imp faster than Lyra, but Lyra will be faster because he's melee, but Vivi is on the way to Imp as well. And he has a healthy amount of crossbows now himself. And
look
he's
at
open,
this.
so
Look at the positioning, Viper. Like, Yo has forced all these knights back from Heart with that raiding army. He can't ignore that. If he ignores it, it hits Lyri hard. And now we've got another army from Yo and Vivi pushing up through the center.
And Yo is also picking off 2 villagers with a knight in hard space. They're doing a really good job making Aftermath chase right now, right? You never want to be the chasing team on paper because you just lose so much control of the game. But how many crossbows? They have the same amount of crossbows as well, but Yo has far more knights than Hart. So you know what? Look at the score as well. This is super, super close.
Military production wins team games. A lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. And now villagers are going down because Hart had to abandon that knight army. In the back, he's still trying to catch it. Yo defending at his own base as Hart tried for some counter raids and kills a couple vills. And now Hart, what is his imp timing going to be like? Still fairly far away. He's just producing.
Yeah, I mean, Yo looks like he wants to go to Imp, but I feel like it's really risky to decide to go in Imp here. But then again, you have 2 Archer players now in Imp, which should be able to buy you time for your armies to stay alive. So maybe Imp is the right play here. But I feel like with the number of knights they see from Yo, maybe Hart doesn't feel like it's the right time to go to Imp.
Those knights from Yo just keep coming back over and over again in that right corner.
The maneuvering from Yo with the knights has been super good.
And look, he sends the other force in. When he sees Lyri and Hart moving forward with their army, he sends the other force of 17 knights in. So now he's going to overwhelm the defenses there from Hart, and Lyri is going to lose a ton of vills.
This is a big moment, though. Like, do they continue chasing in the middle? Because, I mean, they're about to pick up Vivi's whole crossbow army before he gets the upgrades as well, though. So they're essentially now trading economy for the army of Vivi, which is going to pay off more in the long run.
That's a great surround from Hart with those knights.
Yeah.
That was really, really solid. He caught him up against that straggler tree. Vivi's going to take out a lot of knights. Yo's going to take out a lot of vills on the other side. Lyri doesn't have enough space in the town centers for all of his villagers.
This as well now, yeah, you have knights, but you're now fighting under TCs with Bracer as well, and chemistry, so your knights will die a lot faster as well. The position Hart and Lyra are going to get in front of Yo's base now is going to be really hard for Yo to deal with, but Yo is on the way to the Imperial Edge while Hart is still miles off.
I think he wants to make knights. He's got 7 stables now. So he's getting the production ready, and he just killed about 20 vills. So theoretically, he could afford to lose 20 vills here.
Yeah, but he cannot. Like, it's going to be so much idle time as well, right? And they're sitting on top of his production too, and they're just diving in. They don't care. They know they have to get some eco damage in return. And Yo is losing all his knights here before he's going to have a chance to upgrade them as well. Vivi has to come across from the other side to help out, but he doesn't have a lot of arbalists left anymore.
And here comes Hart with even more reinforcements. The arbalists are coming in from Vivi. The TC's trying to fire away on those crossbows, but only fletching for Mr. Yo. And I'm not sure Imperial Age is going to be able to bail him out of this one.
Well, if Vivi can buy him enough time, Lyri still doesn't have the arbalist upgrade. It's on the way though, but if Vivi can come and support and buy him enough time to just get Imp and get like the last armor upgrade without taking too much damage, but as we're looking at this, villages are going down a lot. We see Vivi actually preparing coinage as well, so he wants to sling Yo back into the game. And who knows, maybe if he can give a sling and we get 10, 15, 20 cavaliers in the field, maybe they can start turning things around again. But population getting solidly ahead now for the aftermath.
Now, Vivi is over here with the Arbalest. How many knights do we have from Yo? We have got 16 knights. He can just afford Cavalier, and all of his villagers are back to farming again. But this has bought so much time for Hart to come forward with that castle. Leary to recover his eco a little bit as we see Vivi now trying to put pressure on Leary's base again.
The castle coming up now. Look where Yo wants to build his castle as well. He's going straight into 8 Knights of Hart. He's going to lose all the vills. Hart has a castle there himself, and Hart now on the way to the Imperial Age as well. Hart with 145 villagers. That economy is going to be hard to compete with.
That's like the total eco from 200 kilograms. It's
Pretty
close. Like, geez, that's a crazy boom for the Persians. Savar, a potential as well.
Question, Dave. If Aftermath lose from here, is this a bigger throw than Nico MBL?
Leary is at 51 villagers.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the Nikov MBL one was just a straightforward tech switch that needed to be made, right?
Yeah.
Just to cover all your options. Halb covers literally every single one of your options. This one is a little bit more complicated than that.
I agree. We have Cavalier now. We have 20 Cavalier from Yo looking to clean up the Arbalest in Yo's base. He probably should be able to do it now. He has the last armor upgrade as well. But again, the eco damage, he's less than half the villagers of the opposing cavalry player. And Leary, of course, as always, gets the max out of those Arbalests before they go down. Vivi on the other side, though, getting castle up, getting a little bit of a position in front of Leary, but we're still working with 70 population difference here.
Are the Arbalests going to go down? Yeah, they should. They should. There's only 16 of them now.
But he's getting
Didn't
the
make
most out
it
of them.
easy. Didn't make it easy, that's for sure. And Hart comes in with more knights now, and he's about to be an imp. So he's going to have 30 knights to upgrade, lots of stables behind, 153 villager eco with 57 farms. That is crazy to stop.
Leary with his 60 villager economy just did coinage, as if he's like preparing to sling a guy with 150 vills. Like, I'm not sure about this, Leary.
I think that was a just in case.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
You like have no resources in the bank.
Nice
Get
raid from
coinage.
Yo on the left side of Hart's base on that gold. But like we said, Hart could honestly afford to lose a couple villagers right now. So a good distraction. We'll see how much it can accomplish. Vivi once again pushing forward with the Arbalest. And we've reached the stage in the game where he's comfortable to kind of patrol into fights.
Yeah, Hart reinforced goal sent even more vills down there.
No, dude. That's a
solid 15 vills down.
Yeah.
They're already preparing markets here, Aftermath. I mean, like we have talked about like the difference between Yo and Hart's economy now, but look at Vivi and Leary, right? Vivi's adding a third town center as well, and he has over 30 more vills than Leary. There is a chance here. Military count is exactly the same. It's not unheard of that this kind of drags on.
These 5 Cavalier have 21 villager kills, and they will kill again. Hart is now quick walling it. He realizes what's happening.
But the wood is open. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Good.
Okay, good job by Hart. As we have Cavaliers now coming through the middle, where Leary has no support from the Knights. And it's going to be 20 Cavalier and Arbalest from Vivi attacking, but Hart is raiding Vivi in the back of his base as well. And Hart has a massive army going into Yo's economy now, and Yo has no army in his base.
This might be bad
either.
for Leary, though. Like, look at this situation here for Leary. He's going for watchtowers on the wood line, just for a place to hide his villagers. Vivi is coming in here, doesn't care. He's clearing up the reinforcements, and you said, like, Leary's eco was not very good. Now his army count is not very good. 21 only.
Yeah. Indeed, he's taking a lot of damage there, but at the same time, look at Yo's base. Yo is about to take a lot of damage as well. Hart has Savar on the way as well, 1 minute away, and Savar, they get another +3 damage against Arbalest, so Vivi's Arbalests are not long for this well, but look at the score. Score is getting super close once again. Population, very exactly the same.
Vivi is now sending stuff to Yo. He sent him 1,000 wood, 170 food, and 52 gold. He's like, this is all I can spare.
He's paying tax, so he hasn't done banking. You're an imp, do banking.
Wait, you don't like taxes?
I pay my taxes.
Streamer doesn't
I pay my taxes.
Yep.
Oh, Savar is in now, though. We have a beautiful looking unit. He has to take enough. taking a fight against the Cavalier from Yo. Yo has to back out, and yeah, Yo has no way of affording Paladin here. So Savar might be the difference maker, but they are coming into Heart's economy as well here. Heart will have to eventually start defending too.
God, the Pierce armor on Savar is ridiculous.
Yeah.
8
Oh my
Pierce
God,
armor.
they're melting the Arbalest as well.
Yep.
They're two-shotting Arbalest, right?
Yep. And you could tell that this was kind of the plan from AM. Once they got to that midpoint in the game, Heart's like, listen, my eco's there. He even got crop rotation. He got the final wood upgrade. He set the trade up on his side anyway. I don't know if Leary kind of reciprocated that, but he's ready to spam. Yeah, one market.
Yeah.
And now the Bill's stuck. Oh, no, they can run away. Okay. There we go. Leary's eco looks like a post-apocalyptic scenario.
True. Okay, Heart now doing coinage. This is what makes more sense to me. I'm surprised the Heart is not trubbing down the castle of Yo in the front, in the middle, in front of them. Yo's still just trying to hang on. Yo is down to, he has less than 100 population here. Vivi, 120 population. Looks super healthy for Aftermath, but then when you look at Lyra's population, it still doesn't look too great, but at least he has 35 Arbalists that can still contribute to the fight.
If you want your lower eco player to be on Arbalest, for sure. Wooden gold.
Lyra's doing banking!
A lot easier. There we go. What is he going to sling?
Doing banking?
He's going to sling his thoughts and prayers, Viper. That's what he's doing right now.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect it. Oh, they broke in as well. Yo's castle will be denied.
And Heart is sending res to Leary, so if Leary gets banking, he's just going to send the res back.
I can't explain it. He's even doing guilds. He has 2 markets. He's doing multiple market techs at the same time. Triple market.
I think.
You'd love to see it.
I don't know. I don't understand. Heart is sending more res to Leary now.
So he can do more market upgrades. I love it. But yeah, this feels like the point of no return for the Chinese guys, as Yo pretty much feels like he's in a checkmate position, and Vivid doesn't really have the tools to support him and bail him out of this.
He's got skirms against Savar.
Exactly.
This army was nice while it lasted.
Those 2 Savar are probably enough to kill the whole army.
Yeah.
But Pikeman with Forging will join.
Big! Getting the first infantry armor too. Massive.
Yep. They buy the time for the Castle of Yodo to go up, so we'll give, unfortunately, a little bit of extra playing time for this game. They're adding a 3rd town soon as well. It's going to finally get that economy up and rolling. And yeah, that's Savar. I mean, I love this unit. It's beautiful, but I do think they need to adjust it a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the main
bonus damage on archers?
Just the bonus damage? That's it?
I think so. I don't mind that they have the armor they have, but I think also the upgrade should be at least as expensive as Paladin.
Yeah.
Leary also has 25 Arbalists roaming behind Yo's base. Looks like he's now moving over to Vivi, who's doing Halberdiers. But yeah, this is...
Leary's sending the gold back to Heart that he just got.
Oh! That's why he did banking. It makes sense now. Yes. And then he's selling wood. No, buying wood, actually. Okay.
They have a shared account at the bank.
Yeah.
Leary is now managing the finances, Viper.
Yep. Right, we're pretty much just waiting for the 200 kilo to call it GG. Leary's on the right side as well with Arbalest, and yeah, there's 20 military versus 80, and they're also out-teched.
So Heart is sending food to Leary, and Leary is sending gold back to Heart. This is a direct transaction.
Heart didn't have banking, so he's been paying taxes.
Bro, he's got 77 on farms. I think he's okay. I think he's gonna be fine.
That's not the point.
He's got 2,500 food in the bank. I think he's gonna be okay.
See, this is what I don't like about casting. We're watching a game where there's double the population.
Yeah, so stop watching the game. Just start, like, asking dumb questions.
Corner check!
Yeah, exactly. Like, would you rather be a sea cucumber or a snail?
You're asking the real questions here. Sea cucumber or a snail? I would like to be a snail. It just seems chill.
I stepped on way too many snails as a kid.
Oh, okay.
I think I'd rather be a sea cucumber.
Okay, fair.
You know what that saying? Cool as a cucumber. No one ever says
Yeah.
cool as a snail.
No one ever says cool as a sea cucumber.
Yeah, but like it is still a
Yeah, but
like it's
what is it?
a cucumber. It's just not like
Yeah,
the vegetable cucumber. Holy hearts, Eco. Oh my god.
there's a slight eco difference there indeed. He has more than double the resource collected of Leary. Of course, Leary did take some punches from the opposing team, but yeah, that's what Persian economy does if you don't touch them.
Okay.
Out with a great KD as well. Yeah, just a great start for the Aftermath boys. I am still shocked that we actually waited for Yo and Vivid to both have less than 80 population before they resigned.
You're
Both of them.
shocked? Really?
I yeah, even
After
them I wouldn't.
yesterday, I think Yo is gonna play every single game to the final build,
True.
dude. If he's got a
True.
chance, I think he's gonna play. Or maybe it was Vivi this time. Like, listen, I didn't resign yesterday. You got to carry. It's my turn.
That is a possibility. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think the dynamic Yo Vivi is better than dynamic Luxio, for example? Because I mean,
I
yeah,
think it
Luxio,
probably depends on the maps and who they're playing.
fair.
But that's kind of a cop out there. I would prefer Lixio just because
Mm-hmm.
it puts Yo in a better position, and
Okay.
Vivi doesn't pressure as much and provide as much of a distraction, so that Yo can make the tech switches he needs and has the time to set up his eco. But as we saw in like the Water Nomad game yesterday, Vivi will get his eco into a good spot way faster than Lix will. And then he's
Yeah,
going to
for
start
sure.
contributing, right? So if it goes into the super late game, the Vivi-Yo matchup becomes really interesting.
Yeah, Vivio definitely more solid on paper, but like with Lux and Yo is more high risk, high reward thing. Like Lux will do something and it will immediately put Yo in the carry position where it's like, okay, they're not gonna lose from here, most likely. But yeah, I do agree with you. I think for let's say Arabia only, I would definitely put Vivio. But when we're talking, as in this case, 21 maps, different categories, a lot of strategic options, probably Lux and Yo would be a better team. And you know what I heard? I heard that Lix turned Yo down, and that's why
That
Yo's
is
team was the
such a Chad move. Oh my god. Imagine turning down like the hero of the Chinese community.
yeah. It is Giga Chad for sure. If he was teaming with Yo, it would be 300 kilo.
Him and Bad Koala were actually quite good. I thought
They
they
did.
had
I
a
mean,
good dynamic.
they almost beat Lyria and Hart, right? And Lyria and Hart are here currently leading against Yo and Vivi.
Did you see the first game that Bad Koala and Lix played against Hart and Leary?
Let
It
me
was on Row
think.
Rage.
Row
Khmer
Rage.
for Koala and Chinese for Hart.
No, that one I did not see.
Okay, so Bad Koala went double mill on the docks beside, or the ponds beside his base, right? With Khmer. Double
Oh, he
stable
went
right
mill
away.
on both sides.
Well, the second one later, but
Okay.
yeah, the first one pretty much instantly when he got to Feudal Age. He went double stable, and then he proceeded to lose the first 9 scouts in Heart's base for free, like to the TC and
What?
Spearman, like for free. 0-9 KD. No, 1 and 9 because he killed his Spearman.
Right. Good
And
trade.
then he just proceeded to completely steamroll Hart after that. It was crazy. Like the production was
sounds-
insane. The build
That
was
sounds
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
He lost 9 scouts essentially for free,
Yep.
and they still won that game.
Yep.
That actually is crazy.
That set was just Hart getting doubled every single game, and Leary trying to 1v2.
Maybe
I
that's
felt
why
bad
Hart
for
did what he did
Yeah.
in this game. He was just like, no, you take it. I'm gonna boom.
He definitely needed a hug
Because-
after that set
Yeah.
against Lix.
Can imagine. Hart has been the punching bag at quite a few games this tournament so far. Nomad games, for example. I think was it Nomad against Bad Koala as well in Lix, where Hart was just getting completely.
Yeah, he was dead.
Yeah.
He got castle dropped by 1, and then
Oh yeah,
Latest
he
came
got-
in from the other person.
and he had his 3 dock villagers walled in and killed as well.
Yeah.
And he lost water immediately. Oh yeah, it was just like everything went wrong. I haven't looked at the draft at all. Have you?
I took a cursory look at it, but I mean, this is the perfect moment, right? As a caster, Viper,
Yes.
this is the moment where you would
Teach
look at
me.
the drafts. It's interesting. El Dorado, 4 seasons. The Snake, which I haven't actually watched yet.
Ah, really?
No.
It's a snake. It's my design. It's my idea.
I wonder where
You
you
better
got
be
the
positive about
inspiration
it.
for that.
Yeah,
It looks like,
indeed.
from the thumbnail, it looks akin to the worst map ever put in the map pool.
Mm-hmm.
Highland. But I'm assuming it's different.
It is very different. It is inspiration is actually from the wall, believe it or not. But we have like the Snake River in the middle, right? And then there's on each side of the river are opposing players or like teammates, right? So you have one. Normally it would be like both teams on each side of the river, but here we have one player from each team on each side of the river. So do you actually go and take shortfish or not? There's a lot of decisions and trickery. You cannot really team wall. It ends up playing kind of like Arabia though, just a little bit more aggressive. But with some small alterations, I think you can give a lot of more incentive as well to like actually go for the shortfish and such.
I like
I
4
think
seasons.
it's a cool map. Oh yeah, that's
4
insane.
seasons in that 2TC. That 2TC tournament was wild, dude.
Yeah,
You played in that, right? I think you did.
I played, and 4 seasons or 4 quarters was 4 TC in that case.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Crazy. And that, like, everyone would just figure it out they needed to focus the stone side. Fortunately, this one doesn't have one with only stone or only gold or only hunt. And it doesn't have
we
the
looked at
water
it.
segment too at the bottom.
We looked at it and we were like, okay, how do we make a map like this fair if we do that? Because you could have like 2 players have access to all the stone, right? And the other players that, or the other player they face in the other quarter would not have access to stone. So that would never in a million years be fair. So what we are doing instead is essentially each corner has a certain percent to spawn certain things, right? So you could have a situation where all 4 quarters have a corner pond, right? For example. But I think there's only like a 20% chance for a pond to spawn. And you can have shortfish spawn, they variety in sheep, deer, hunt spawn, all that stuff. And I think that adds for a really, really spicy map.
Did you see the game that Slam and ACCM played on it, where Slam just boomed into
Ballista
Ballista
Elephant?
Yeah. So good. So good. It's
I
like
even
double
thought they were
utility.
losing.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
too. ACCM did an amazing job of just like ratting it out and doing whatever he could. Like he went for a forward castle. He was just walling in his vills. He was trying to distract. Really nice.
ACCM has kind of been the licks for their team this tournament.
A little bit, but
Just-
you can't let him boom because he's insane.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just a really solid team.
But I think it makes sense as well because given the like we had to play on West US, right, which is Slam's best server. It's kind of bad for me and Jordan, but it's also bad for ACCM. So it makes sense that ACCM goes, okay, I'm just going to YOLO sacrifice myself, and the guy with the low ping can kind of dominate. And I imagine they had that server for pretty much every opponent they've faced.
What time was it for Slam and ACCM when you guys played? Because I know you played really early, right?
Yeah, I got up at 5 a.m. to play. That was exciting.
Jordan
was
smile on
he
his
was
face,
like
dude.
Sorry?
Jordan probably up churning butter for the last 2 hours before.
Yeah,
no, he's
yeah.
vegan. Never mind.
No, not better, yeah.
Churning vegan
Jordan
butter.
had already half his day was done at that point when we started. But yeah, I think for ACCM it was probably like midday, like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. or so.
Yeah.
Don't know exactly the time conversion. And Slam, I guess, approaching midnight, maybe 11 or 10 a.m., 10 p.m. I don't know how many minus GMT he is. Is it 9 or 8?
Slam is -8. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was then 10 p.m. for him.
Yep.
I believe. So yeah, I think it was only a bad time for me, kind of. It was brutal, man.
That's actually quite unusual for Slam. I feel bad for the guy because like he's always playing tournaments, especially qualifiers. Like he's staying up till 2 a.m. and then playing a 7-hour qualifier or whatever for Red Bull or any of the other tournaments. It's really rough for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't after now experience the 5 a.m. gameplay. I do not envy him for how early he has to get up
for
for
like
these.
15
Yeah.
years, bro.
Exactly. I do not envy him for that. And then we have the other side of the spectrum, right? The Asian players, right? They have to start playing the qualifiers at like 9, 10 p.m. And they play into the night. So we're quite fortunate us who live in Europe and compete with that in mind.
Yeah, we're totally fortunate to live in Europe.
That's why I said we as an us. I didn't.
Oh,
I
like
didn't mean to include you.
Oh, okay, royal we. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
They're taking some time to start the next game. Not sure what's happening, but it looks like it's going to be arena. And that's a map where Yo and Vivi feel pretty comfortable. Like they just completely dominated MBL and Nika there.
I don't think they're ever going to feel comfortable on arena, though. I just think it was a good Civ choice to pick Slavs there, and bad to go Goths for MBL.
Well, we can look at the civs now that we know the map, right?
Yeah.
We can have a look. Humans was not banned, and yeah, 200 kilo has humans. So maybe we'll see something like humans Teutons here, because I don't see another map for Teutons except maybe Four Seasons. So it feels like humans Teutons for 200 kilo. But then again, Leary Heart, in what universe are they comfortable in arena?
I think Leary is a phenomenal arena player in 1v1. I don't know about 2v2.
Yeah, it's quite a different style in 2v2. I'm struggling a bit to pick civs for them on our arena. It could be Italians, but then again, there are some water maps.
It might just be process of
Harrison?
elimination, right? You go through all your other maps, figure out what civs you want, and then whatever's left.
Pretty much. I mean, they have Burmese. I've seen Lyra play Burmese quite a few times on arena, so maybe they're planning to use that here. Slavs would be a good shot for arena as well. Malay, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what's taking them so long to start. Don't they know Jordan has to play as well again today?
Don't they know we're casting? We can only
Yeah,
fill so much time, you know?
true. Whenever I play tournaments, I always think about the casters. I should start now so they...
Yeah, you do. Yeah, sure.
Ay. Are you gonna cast and cover NEC qualifiers?
Hopefully. I don't know like the specific dates yet, so
I think it's just the weekends, right? 2 weekends. But is it like how do you like covering qualifiers like that, where it's like you're sitting through one set and you're jumping back and forth here and there?
I like it. The only thing that bothers me is like I won't always go for the most high profile set. I'll look at what all the other casters are doing, and then I'll do the one that's like, even if it's no names.
Okay.
Or not, no one's no name, but you know what I mean, right? But
no names.
That people don't follow similar logic.
Right.
Me, so I'll do the one that's not being cast, and I'll make sure, and then halfway through that set, I'll look at all the other channels, and there's 6 people doing the same set as me then.
Yeah.
Because they switched onto it, and it's just like, it kind of bothers me. But I like the idea of like everything going on at once, and you can live update all the scores and everything. Like, but I want as much coverage as possible for those type of things, right?
In a perfect world, you assign sets to different casters, right? But then again, who's to say who gets who?
Yeah.
There'll be disagreements there. But yeah, I guess what you mean. But it's good still that some people, I mean, like some people also choose to follow their favorites, right? Or I know you like to follow Nilly a lot when he's trying to qualify, for example.
Deep Nilly territory.
Yeah, exactly. So like things like that are fun. But yeah, usually if you see like, oh yeah, Doubt against Nikov or Doubt against Barls or whatever, like most people will jump on that because it's Doubt and then like another good player. But I mean, you can't avoid that, right? People want the most viewers they can get, and that makes sense.
Okay, the game finally started. We're in the spec delay.
Really?
While we're in the spec delay, it's Bengalis Burmese, so it's BB versus Cumin students. You did call it there.
To be fair, it wasn't very hard to call.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna take too much credit for my 5 head.
So while we're in the spec delay here, guys, I feel like I should mention, if you want to support NAC, there's a donation link that Nilly has in his chat. I think I also have it in mine, and it just shows like incentives.
To me?
Yeah, can one of my mods like do that? I don't even know what the command is. But
you should know that. Probably NAC, no? Makes sense.
It's a different one. Anyway, if you're looking to support it and Nilly needs extra cash, to make the tournament run smoothly. He's got a bunch of incentives like making the casters wear shirts and all that stuff on air.
And if you donate the generous amount of $20,000, you can choose a map for the tournament. So get on that. Think it's $20,000?
Yeah. Just keep
That's a big price.
I'm gonna put it in your copy paste it in your chat. That's what I have.
Okay.
Cool. Anyway, I have to do that because I know Neely is kind of struggling or stressing, not struggling, but stressing about finances right now. So you're looking to support.
It makes sense, right? He wants to put on a great NEC 5, and it's expensive, and he only gets so much from Microsoft. And doing a LAN, flying in 5 casters, how many, 10, 12 players, all the expenses otherwise. It's a lot of expenses, and all support is welcome to make a best possible show. So check it out, guys, in the chat, !NEC. You will see the incentives you can get as well. You can get like signed mouse pads and things like that from the players as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of cool incentives. And if you ever wanted to support a tournament, now is a good time to do so.
Yep. And if we end up reaching Nilly's goal or close to Nilly's goal, he's going to be satisfied with the result, which is, from Nilly, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, if Nilly can sit and give a satisfactory nod after the tournament, we're all happy.
That's like someone else jumping up and down,
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so we're into game number 2, Arena. Yo playing Cumans again. Incredibly powerful boom with Cumans, and he's got himself a decent map with the stone and the gold at the back. And lots of room for activities back there. Vivi is going to be playing with the Teutons. Another great booming civ. They can also be a great aggressive civ. With their monk player, maybe the castles later on in the game. Super, super strong. And then, of course, Hart playing as Bengalis and Leary playing as Burmese.
Yeah, so one thing to note right away is that the fact that they have Teutons immediately kind of shuts down any type of monk play from Leary and Hart. And Leary and Hart have 2 amazing monk civs. So that is a really good counterpick for 200 kilo here.
I have to ask here before we go on. Sorry, Viper, for interrupting.
Go on.
The Warlords set with Jordan. Where did he get the idea to defend a 3 monastery Teuton monk rush with 3 monasteries of his own?
I can tell you that was not from any of us.
Okay, all right.
That was all him.
Okay.
All Jordan. We're not taking credit for any of that.
I've been wanting to ask that question for the last month. Sorry. Go on.
Trust me, there's been plenty of banter towards Jordan after that game. Doubt did not go easy, I'll tell you that much.
It was like he made 3 additional monasteries for his opponent to produce.
When I saw that decision, I don't know. I would never expect that even from him. Jordan has done a lot of weird stuff through his career. That one probably, yeah. That one takes the cake.
All right, sorry, Jordan. Go on, Viper. Sorry.
Yes. All right, where were we? I forgot. Oh yeah, monk civs. Leary and Hart have 2 amazing monk civs, but they really don't want to go monks. Since, as Jordan showed us, you don't want to go monks against Teutons. It's never really a good idea. But we know exactly what Yo wants to do. He's on the way to feudal age already with 20 population. This is to do a fast second town center, get that economy going, and then transition to castle age and adapt from there. So in castle age with Cumans, after the 2 TC boom, you can pretty much do whatever you want. You can go stables, you can go unique units, you can go a 3rd and 4th town center and go to imp. The options are all there. So we know exactly what Yo wants to do. We don't know exactly what Vivi will do. And I feel like Leary might want to go a Rambai, but he's not on stone yet.
I think the
and if he goes a Rambai,
making a forward position on Yo, right? Of some kind, just disrupting that boom if you can, because if you let it go uncontested, yikes. His timing to Imperial Age is going to be crazy. With army behind.
That's the thing. Even if you go for a forward castle, as long as Yo can get his own castle up, he's going to beat you to Imperial Age as well. And then he will trap down your forward castle. And the way we saw 200 kilo play against Nico and MBL was that Vivi would play stable opening to make sure that he has some scouts on the field, which would, I imagine it was to deny a forward castle because Nico had Spanish in that game. And if they're expecting the same here, we could very well see a stable opening from Vivi once again.
With the second TC with Cumans, do you focus on putting it on a wood line? Do you put it on stone, or what is your thought process with which resource you need to drop that on?
Depends a little bit on the map and the opponent's civs as well, right?
Yeah.
In Yo's case, in this case, like he had against Nico and MBL, he had a perfect TC, which was wood and stone. In this case, he's putting it on a wood. It's also like positionally here to help secure his base, right? He wants it on the edge so he can kind of wall off the other side, and if anything is breaking through now, it will kind of be breaking through towards the 2 town centers, so it's a bit of extra defense. But yeah, you just want space for farming, and yeah, wood income is probably, you always want it on a wood line, is pretty much the case, because you cannot make farms right away, so you might have a lot of idle villagers, and you don't want the villagers to be like, okay, I'm gonna take
Guys,
150
what the
unnecessary
fuck are you
stone
on about
in order to do
colors?
this, right?
Just figure
so
it
wood
out.
is a resource you will reinvest very fast in feudal age. So TC, generally speaking, always on wood. Market blacksmith from Leary. Barracks from Hart. So Hart will make spearmen. Or will he do stable for light cav? Market from Hart. It looks like he's saving for a stable. So Bengali player here just gonna play scouts or light cav? Indeed. And Leary's not on stone.
It's interesting that he wants to go scouts here.
Leary did loom though. You don't do loom in arena unless you're
he
planning.
wants to. Okay, so he wants to support a forward of some kind. Leary still
They're
isn't on
actually gonna monk
stone.
rush.
He's monk
gonna monk
crushing
rush.
Teutons. What? I guess Bengali monks are great if Hart gets involved, but Hart is the one going for the stable, so it's just gonna be Burmese monks.
They do have 50% discount on monk text though, so you will
Yeah.
get a lot of those texts fast. And if they get a seed workshop forward to try and push Yo really fast, I still have some doubts about this approach, but I mean, like, I think they also kind of have to try something, right? You cannot let Cumans just go for the untouched boom. Yo is also maybe the best player to use Cumans in these scenarios because he does it all the time. So they're already sending 2 vills forward. Those will move out on the map as soon as they are done with the house. And yeah.
I like the way Yo did it the last set they played, where he was booming and then he made that house wall behind here, right?
Yeah.
And that denied the petards coming in. And he's kind of doing the same thing here. So whenever he needs a house, puts it in position at the front of his base. Unfortunately for him here, he does have that secondary gold forward, but he's got the full, 7 tile gold at the back there.
Yeah.
So he's got plenty of areas to fall back to.
His main stone is also to the back, so he can also take stone for a castle drop or defensive towers if needed. But yeah, I'm wondering if Lear will do a seed workshop right away, or if it will be just full monks. Vivi is making multiple scouts, but they have not spotted Lear's forward yet. So they don't know that it will
Scout
be
from Yo
aggression,
is coming
but-
out. Scout from Yo is coming out.
And he sees it right away.
Of course he does.
Monastery. Yeah. Monastery and seed workshop from Lear. So yeah, we're gonna have monks and siege. And yeah, they're gonna try and make something happen. We'll see how Yo decides to respond to this.
Spearman being added here from Vivi and from Hart as well. And now all of the focus is over on this side. And if you're Yo, do you stall out villager production and try and get up as fast as you can here? And then go to stone?
I think with support from Vivi, he should not need to, right?
Okay.
Because if Vivi continues scouts, and also, I mean, in Vivi's situation, you can also make knights because you can justify jumping on monks with knights as Teutons. So I feel like Yo should just continue doing exactly what he's doing. Maybe prepare a seed workshop actually in the back of his base, so he's ready to make a mangonel upon reaching the castle age. But yeah, Hart is adding light cav as well. They're trying to break through. I mean, feudal age, walls and houses will break really fast against a ram. So yeah, I think we need knights here from Vivi. Vivi has not produced any knights yet. He's just adding a town center as his Hart.
Yo
like
has to
Vivi might-
go for that blacksmith before he can go for the siege workshop. And then he's going to stone right now. So I think he's going to idle and click up. He doesn't even need
Vivi's
to.
able to.
Nice snipe.
Yeah. He was able to snipe the first monk from there, but there is a mangonel out as well now, as he's doing some damage to his own ram. Yeah, it's fine, not the end of the world, but okay. Light cav ready to jump in though, but yeah, Yo didn't even full wall like he did the other. He just walled now the section they're pushing. And he's doing a secondary house wall as well. But like I said, as long as it's feudal age, those buildings will go down super fast. Yo is doing a defensive tower now as well. What is Yo's reply? He doesn't have barracks either, so he's not showing any intention of building lancers or camels or anything like this.
He's
so
on
maybe the
stone.
pressure is...
But, I mean, he had to sell it, right? Or he had to use it for the tower, rather. So
Yeah.
it's going to be really stalled out here. And that Mangonel can, it feels like, just range that tower if the ram gets out of the way. Oh, boy. And the light cav are in. This is getting really, really ugly. I like the fact that Hart just runs in with these light cav, too.
Yeah. Yo gets the quick walls, though, for now. One light cav died to the TC, so that's good for Yo. But that tower from Yo is never going to go up. I am shocked that he's still committing on it, indeed.
Yeah.
And he still has no bags. He's doing a Seabrook shop now, as we mentioned earlier. He can do that in the feud age. And I like that Leary didn't, like, overinvest on monks. He kind of just went 1 and 2 and 3 monks and then focused on the siege.
Look at this little area Leary's walling up here. I mean, Yo has houses on the other side he could delete, but Leary gets the full wall on that as Vivi chooses to abandon Yo's base. And Yo is coming out with the scout to try and harass the Mangonels. Vivi still stopping the reinforcements from coming in here, and Yo will hit Castle Age, despite all of this pressure from Leary.
What's really nice here, the Ram was also able to take out the market of Yo, so Yo cannot use the market to balance his eco either now, which can be quite rough. I think a scout got converted maybe for Leary, because his monk is out of juice, and there's another green scout, but the knight might be able to snipe the
Double Mangonels. That's, oh man, it's so close, Viper. He's going to kill one. He doesn't get the second.
Yeah, and the knight gets converted.
Yep.
So now they have another knight to work with. This could also help a lot in the defense here. Again, like Vivi, if Vivi just made 3-4 knights, grouped them up and got ready to charge in and help, I think this would have been stopped immediately. Yo has a Mangonel on the way though. He is in Castle Age. He still has a healthy village lead, but look at the village count. Hart is about to have the same count as Yo.
First Mangonel comes out, immediately gets a kill. And he's trying to shoot the monks. Leary runs away. Hart is a little bit too eager to leave with those light cap. Ends up getting the Mangonel there. Hart's eco behind this, also pretty solid because of Bengalis, right? So he's ahead of Vivi, who is also the support player. And Leary is not too far behind because he added that second town center relatively soon. But Yo still has the villager lead in this game.
Hart did a really good job up until now to always pull back low HP light cap to heal them. He lost a couple of them now, but yeah, there's still plenty of pressure in Yo's base, and Yo's will still need a lot of time until he can clean this up. He has not a Mangonel, but he has only 3 lances himself, working on 1 stable. And yeah, look at the village account. Aftermath will probably catch up soon, as Leary also has 2 TCs. Hart, as you said, on the 3 TC now. This is probably... I mean, this is way closer. This is what they needed to do, right? Exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, Step Lancers being added from Yo, and I think you just have to, in the back of your mind, you have to remember they have that Teuton bonus, right? When these Step Lancers come in here. Like, those would have been... Oh, wow, he actually got the conversion. I'm surprised. I was about to say those would have been conversions for any other, against any other Civ, but...
I am surprised he even tried to go for it, to be fair. Oh, Hart will get the Mangonel, and now he's trying to convert the Seabrook shop. If he gets the Seabrook shop, Yo will have to build a new one. Yo now built a new market as well. Yo's economy, this is... How many idle farms are we talking as well? We're talking 10, 12 idle farmers as well.
Step Lancers coming in,
really good pressure.
One Step Lancer conversion, and the monks are now gone. Yo will need to retreat there, and Leary says, all right, I'm out of monks. I'm going to build a forward monastery. Incredibly forward.
Leary has been imprisoned in the Seabrook shop, as Vivi has been sitting there with knights and scouts. There's 2 Mangonels ready to join the party.
Oh boy!
As soon as they make a safe escape path there. Vivi at the same time just like casually monks collecting relics on the map. He has 3 relics already. Trying to get another one.
And Leary manages to save that Mangonel inside his base. Yo will be forced to go for another one. Yo has enough stone for a castle, but it's like, it's really difficult, right? It's like, do you delete the farms on the right side of the TC for the castle?
Yeah.
Or do you place it more defensively? Do you wait until you've cleared up this army? Because there's 3 more Mangonels coming in.
Right,
he's going to go for it on the left.
Yeah. I personally would have probably preferred to do it like delete 2 of the farms where you already have some grass on the right side. But I get that he wants to defend his gold, right? It makes a lot of sense. Nice split there by Leary.
There. Oh my goodness.
And now he can try to convert. He has Sanctity now, so oh, he gets the conversion! The Lancer was blocking the Mangonel. He gets converted.
He should have taken the second shot. Should have trusted in the Teuton anti-conversion bonus. Should have taken the second shot. Here comes Vivi again from behind with the knights.
Vivi Vivi also on the way to the Imperial Age, by the way, on 73 villagers. Ooh, he dodged the Magnus for now. Still massive pressure. Another Magnus about to pop. He could get some really sick shots there if he goes for it right away. And he's out.
Oh, nice shot.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now Kip checks can come out.
A bit.
I'm not a huge fan, but they will be decent here for sniping the mugs and the pikemen.
Indeed. But now we're kind of thinking towards Imperial. Like, I don't think Yo is going to die anymore because he has the castle. So at this point, it's just minimize the damage. And I think all teams have to start thinking about their Imperial Age composition right now. And we have Teutons going to Imp.
Forward
with the castle from Vivi.
Forward castle on Hart. And Hart has been very distracted, trying to help out his ally over here this entire time. Hart is on stone, though. So he has 700 stone in the bank. He could go for a defensive one. And he does see that.
Vivi dives on the Mangonel, gets a Mangonel kill as well. But yeah, Hart, even though he's doing a defensive castle, he still hasn't clicked up. He's about to do so, but he's still going to be a solid 2 minutes behind. I don't think... Does he have a second building? Oh, he doesn't have a second building, so it's going to be even further delayed.
Oh, that's so brutal. Adds a monastery. Adds a siege workshop. Really, really rough situation there for Hart.
Indeed. And now Yo has a couple of kit check out. If he gets a bodkin on those bad boys, he can suddenly start being a bit active. And ooh, big shot from Lyra though. He has to be very careful here. But even though Hart has a healthy economy now, he's going to get 8 more vills upon reaching Imp as well. The pressure is going to be under. It's going to be
castle forward from Leary. The knight is blocking. The monk is blocking. The Mangonel is coming. Yo sees that he's building it, and oh, he got it!
He got it!
Oh!
Now Yo's what?
Oh my God, he killed it, man! That knight, the monk, everything that was blocking that castle led up to that foundation being denied, and Leary doesn't have the stone anymore. Absolute disaster piece for Leary there.
And Leary lost all his monks as well now. He's only got Mangonels left with a little bit of pikeman support from Hart. But the support from Hart is officially done. He will not be able to get more support. So these are just 3 Mangonels now from Leary, as Leary is on the way to Imp. I mean, if Leary got that castle up and managed to get Imp, Yo could have been in big trouble.
Look at this from Vivi, Onager. So he knows that the solution to a Teuton push from Hart is likely going to be either Ratha or Arbalest. Because that's what you kind of have to make. You don't want to go into melee units against Teutons. And he's already going into Onager.
I feel like he's maybe even thinking that it could be elephant archers.
Yeah, but I mean, Hart's eco. Hart's been making light cap this whole time. You should reason that like elephant archers is probably not viable, right?
Yeah. Okay, Hart gets 1 trebuchet. That's going to stall out the pressure a little bit.
That
but the
castle
Onager will be in.
Firing at the Ratha. It's at the wall still.
Ah, true.
Yep.
But yeah, Hart will have 2 castles up. He built a second castle. He's actually running out of stone right now. He won't be able to repair that castle for too long. And yeah, we have double castles now for Vivi to make trebuchets. Oh, Hart is under big pressure here.
Yeah, and Leary is in a position where he's just trying to keep Yo in his base, right? Like, he's got all these buildings around here. He might even go for another forward castle, and he's trying to keep Yo in so that his partner can come along and start carrying. But unfortunately, his partner might be in a worse position than he is currently.
I mean, if you look at the village count, Aftermath are 20 villages ahead, but the position looks way better for the Chinese team right now. I mean, look at this again. Imagine if Leary had the castle now. He could start making trebs, do monk techs, maybe even Onager himself. Yo would not have any answers to that whatsoever.
Yep. Would have been really tough. But, I mean, it was an aggressive castle, right? That's the risk you take.
Yeah. First castle for Hart has gone down, and Hart is in a situation now as well where he cannot rely on Ratha as his main unit because he just simply doesn't have castles. He's trying to build a treb, but he's housed as well after losing the castle. Oof, he's adding multiple stables, but then again, are you gonna go stables and light cav
from Vivi?
Light cav against Teutons? Yeah, Vivi could sling, of course.
Yeah, this is Hart needs range units essentially against Teutons, especially with already 2 castles up. Vivi could just spam Teutonic Knights, and he would basically counter everything. But unfortunately for Hart, He has not really teched in anything that he needs. As Yo is now going for petards, and he's going to try and petard into Leary's base. Leary's wise to this, though. Tracking all of this stuff.
I think the only way that Hart and Leary could have fought this composition now is if they were together. If Leary could give bomber cannons, for example, to Hart, and Hart could go maybe like Arbalest,
Yeah.
then they could probably... Ooh, big undershots for Vivi there, taking out half the Ratha army. Yeah, this does not look pretty for Hart. If you get crenellations as well in these castles, oof, the whole base will be in range.
Vivi's got the KP boys.
Yep.
Vivi and the boys going on a crusade here, and typical crusade behavior. Killing his own men with the onagers.
Leary is preparing coinage as well. I mean, look at Hart's position, right? When you're building a range 12 tiles away from a castle, you know you're in a bit of a tough spot. Vivi snipes the Treb as well from Hart, so Hart has no tools right now to take out the castles.
Look at Leary, though, holding Yo in this entire time, Viper. The Kipchaks are on Hart's stone, so Leary probably told Hart that he has Yo completely cornered, and then the Kipchaks show up.
Yeah.
Hart Kip, be very happy about that.
Hart doing parts and tactics now, getting scale botting armor, but you're making light cav and Rafa against Teutons that have every counter in the world for that. Hart even going for another castle on the right side. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He needs to secure some space, but I feel like that's way too close to the castles of Vivi, because Vivi can just go there and trap them down.
Leary actually getting a pretty solid engagement against the light cav from Yo that came out to try and snipe his monks too. Got some really nice attack rounds, but Yo is still using the mobility, running around, and he's basically counting on his teammate to do all the major damage here, and Hart is just running out of space.
Like, if Hart can buy enough time here, it's looking like Leary is killing Yo right now. Yo lost both his castles, he's starting to lose town centers, houses, and Leary has a better composition as the game goes on. The Kipchak are not too many left, and Yo cannot make more of them. And Leary is starting to add pikes and helps himself. Elite Ratha coming from Hart, though. He's still committing on the castle age units, despite barely having castles.
It's got 2 castles only, and the one in the back is going to go down. I think Elite Ratha is just never going to happen. Also, Elite Teutonic Knight coming in from Vivi. And if we look at the options that Leary has, like once he's done with Hart, Leary doesn't really have anything to fight Elite Teutonic Knight.
Yeah. And Leary as well now losing the initiative on his side. He only got Spearmen still. Pikeman upgrade isn't even in, and Yo will be able to snipe some traps. And they realize the situation is just not recoverable, as we have a 4th castle from Vivi in the face of Hart. Great counter pusher by Vivi.
Yeah. Great job from Vivi to support Yo, deny the reinforcements coming in, and then obviously counter push. But amazing job from Leary to keep Yo in his base. Like, look at the economy. Usually you see the Cumans way more res collected. Leary was actually ahead.
Yeah, of course, it wasn't only Leary. Hart was constantly sending light cav and pikemen over to support, so they did work together there. But yeah, initially I felt like Vivi was under investing in the defense, right? He made a few scouts and maybe like 1 or 2 knights trickled in a bit later. I felt like if he did a little bit bigger investment early on, it would have stopped the pressure. At least it would have stalled it for another 2 minutes, maybe to get Yo to the castle age. But I mean, Vivi just boomed up behind it and was able to kind of win the game on his side anyway. So maybe that was the plan after all. Yo stalls and takes the hits, and Vivi wins the game. Composition-wise, they would always have a better comp in Imperial Age, so felt like kind of maybe a safe play. But I don't think Yo was very comfortable this game.
No, not at all. And especially when you consider, like, look at the situation he's in right now. It's not great on his side, and he denied a castle foundation. Completely.
Yeah.
So he stalled out Leary's push by like 2 or 3 minutes. And
imagine that castle.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. Yo might have been defeated, and then it would have been Vivi Teutonic Knights push against Hart and Leary with Yo at 15 bills or something. What could have
how much damage does the Ratha have with the ranged? They have 10 damage. You know what? It's not too bad against the Teutonic Knights.
Yeah, but you don't have any castles. That's the issue, right? And Onager was a nice early tech.
There's plenty of stone on Leary's side, right? He could have taken a little bit of that, get another castle or 2, and
maybe.
But yeah, Vivi will probably be able to do Siege Challenger himself, so it would have been tough nonetheless. Anyway, good game, and 200 kilo equalizes the score. Love to see it.
Kind of weird that Yo's team is the one picking Arena in multiple sets.
Is it though?
Have you ever talked to
Arena,
Yo about Arena?
I know he doesn't like it in 1v1, but if you think about Arena, what civilizations are usually played in Arena? All the civs that are used in Arena are civs that Yo and Vivid tend to love.
Maybe in team
They play
games.
those civs in Arabia.
Hmm.
So I kind of see it at the same time.
A little bit. Definitely
Especially when
against
you're-
Aftermath.
Yeah. But yeah, this was close, right? I still think probably Vivid's push does enough damage, even if Lyria's castle goes up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Aftermath was right to do what they did, which was just try to make something happen and not let Yo have a free boom.
I love talking to Yo about his opinions on the game because it's at the same time it's kind of similar to other players, but at the same time it's very, very different. Like his drafts are different. The way he approaches like analyzing his gameplay is different, right? Other people, you'll talk to them after a loss and they'll be like, yeah, I think I was just unlucky or something, and I feel like, you know, I lost in the Civ draft or whatever. If you talk to Yo, his response is usually, yeah, I'm bad. I'm really bad.
Brutally honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yo, I mean, like his playstyle is very different to like the other. Like Yo is widely considered a top 3, top 4 player.
Mm-hmm.
If you compare his playstyle to the others amongst those, it's very, very different, right? Very strategic, very positional, very decision-making oriented. He doesn't hesitate to stonewall or tower up to buy time to get to his desired composition, things like that. So
He might be like
yeah,
fundamentally in the conversation for the best player, just like pure fundamentals, because he's not doing many of the flashy things, right? He's just getting the job done.
Yeah, I think Yo it's important that we have a player like Yo as well, having great results
to show everyone it's possible.
Yeah, to show that like strategy and decisions and picking, to show that strategies in a strategy game can win games. I think that's important.
Real-time strategy, not real-time speed. Ask Doubt.
Exactly. That's why it's great as well that you can see a play like Doubt. Like I mean, like look at Warlords, right? He pushed Leary and Hera both to the 2-3 result.
It's funny. It's like...
Doubt.
Sorry, go ahead.
Doubt was ahead 2-1 in every set he played.
Mm-hmm.
The whole tournament, and he lost 3-2 in so many of them.
There was a great comment. There was a chatter that made a point. They said Doubt is the best player in the world for 2 games of every set.
Mm.
And I think,
I
while
can see
not
that.
technically accurate, it comes close.
Yeah.
He's always got a couple in there.
Yeah, doubting like a best of 3, best of 5 is very scary.
Yeah.
I think he suffers from longer set, like best of 7, best of 9. Because there's only so many strategies and creative drafting you can do, right? And despite his macro being like still absolute top notch, there's no denying that he still suffers a bit when it comes to the micro mechanics in the game.
I think it's weird. Like as he gets older, I think it just has to do with practice and maybe opponents getting better and whatnot. But I think his mechanics are definitely getting better.
For sure.
Than they were even just a couple of years ago. Like it's faster
Doubt
now.
said a couple of months ago, Doubt said that he felt like he improved a lot when he watched the best of 21s from, the tournament Hera did with all the best of 21s. Because Doubt did some casting there, and he said he improved a lot during that because he was watching and casting our games, and he realized that we all suck.
Yeah. See, Yo's known this for years, Viper.
Yeah. And he's just like, they're making so many mistakes. I can beat these guys, So he learned a lot by realizing that we all suck and he can actually beat us. That's one way to improve as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a Doubt path to improvement. Everyone else sucks. I can do this.
I suck and everyone else sucks, so we all suck. It's possible.
We got 1 minute. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
I won't do the same, actually. I'll be right back.
All right, he's gone. This was my grand plan to just talk one-on-one with Viper's chat. He hasn't muted me. He's muted himself. Oh, first mistake. Absolutely debated. There was no coffee. So Viper's chat, what's up? Actually, no, they're probably busy watching ads right now. Never mind. Ah, they're all watching ads. Just so deep in the ads experience. Welcome to Twitch. Tell us why Viper is washed? I don't know. Is he? How do you find clips? I don't know how to find my way around Twitch, dude. Ask someone more experienced than me. I'm just a streamer. All right, we're in, but Viper is not back yet. So we'll just be waiting here in suspense for the game to begin once the snake arrives. We are going to have the snake as the map. He's brewing the coffee currently. He's grinding the beans. He's finding the filter. Filter doesn't quite fit, so he needs to cut it with his scissors to make it fit into the machine. Actually, no, he's probably got his own little mocha machine. He's got like so much Facebook money, he probably hires a guy to make his coffee for him. He's got a German coffee guy. 100%. Full setup in the money room in his apartment. No, mansion. A barista? That's, yeah, but they don't, that's too fancy for Germany. Probably just call him the coffee guy. You would never leave us for Facebook? Of course I would leave you for Facebook money. Come on now.
Of course you would. Come on, guys. Get real.
Never had that delusion ever. All right, Viper.
It's the snake,
back.
Dave.
Yeah, it's the snake.
Welcome back. How do you like it? Look at the corners. Not the best map for corner checks.
No, dude.
Dave was talking shit about you the entire time?
Yep.
No, he wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, I guess he was.
No, it was definitely not, dude. All I said was that you may have a coffee guy.
Have a coffee guy?
Yeah, like you have so much money now that you just hire a dude to sit in a room and make your coffee.
That's a good idea, actually. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I have a coffee machine. That kind of is the same thing, though, isn't it?
Is it like a really nice coffee machine?
I think it was like 600-700 euro.
Yeah.
Is that nice?
Yeah. I got the Walmart coffee machine.
Okay.
It's great. It's doing wonderful. I'm gonna have to replace it in like 6 months from now. It lasts on average about a year, but
okay.
you know, it's what it is.
I highly recommend you though to, if you ever have the chance or want to. It's just like I still miss kind of the taste and feeling of regular filter coffee.
Yeah.
The good old way, but the convenience and the fresh feeling of the coffee machine coffee as well is just something else.
Oh, so there's a ton of shorefish in the center here, and Lyria has gone out with the dock. So we can mention the civs now that they're getting into feudal age. We got Dravidians for Lyria, we've got Slavs for Hart, and we have Yo playing as the Magyars here, and Vivi playing as the Vietnamese. So Lyria has gone out for this dock. He's going to get a lot of food in, but that is a little bit of an expense, and that's a lot of villagers over there on food when he's probably going to be going into archers on this side.
Yeah, but with Dravidians, you see, he's still doing the very fast feudal age build, and with Dravidians you can afford it, right? Because he's doing the barracks now. The timing is a little bit off, but he will get 200 wood upon reaching feudal age, so he doesn't really feel that dock investment in the end. And the dock is also 5 population, and yeah, as long as this is not spotted by the enemy, and again, from what I've seen so far this tournament, people don't really go for the dock, so they might not even expect Lyria to be there. Although Dravidians, maybe you still do. But yeah, if Leary gets away with this for a while, that's going to be a ton of food economy.
Oh, good fight against the scout from Vivi, too. Right in the middle of Vivi's base and taking that hill control, denying the archer range for a little bit, making things messy for Vivi, and that buys Leary some time. Even though he was a little bit later with his archer range. Like you said, the timing was a little bit messed up. He should still be fine. Now, what I want to see is, yes, Leary, yes! Demo, thank you. So much potential here, especially if
Just
they don't
in
suspect the
case.
dock. It's such a low investment, dude. You could get huge value with it.
And you could get 0 value. But yeah, I like it as well. There as well. I mean, he has a pretty nice map. He can easily wall and secure the area a little bit. Looks like he's kind of... Is he going to wall to the dock? The range is kind of like head that direction,
You
no?
wall to the dock, maybe. That's a long wall.
And then the demo.
Yeah, but that's a long wall, and they can always go
That
along
is
the
a
edge of the
long wall.
map, right? Like, that's a lot of investment. Maybe eventually.
Tim will do it. Anyway, we have Hart in the bottom now in Yo's woodline, getting really good hits on the scouts of Mr. Yo. As Yo, he's bringing the third scout now, so but Hart still has more HP, so Yo has to be careful with engaging here. We have Magyar scouts from Yo, however, so he will have that extra attack. And Yo placing a high house on the right side. Does Yo know that you cannot wall to the edge of the map? The rocky terrain on the edge is not possible to build on, so...
He has explored it. He must know. I mean,
Yeah.
he's played Land Madness
okay.
how many times? Yeah, he's just walling in
Yeah.
towards that stone. It's a bit of a interesting
it's a
wall,
big wall.
to go for.
It's
Yeah,
an-
like, you look at this
Yeah.
map, and that's the idea that you come up with for a wall?
Yeah. That is a
Channeling
big
some
wall.
NBL,
I mean,
maybe?
I do get it, kind of, though. But yeah, I think MBL, for example, would have walled short from the barracks to the TC, right? In that
Yeah.
area, kind of just make a small egg wall and maybe tower the gold. Leary and Vivi is just producing archers, sitting at home. Vivi even mixing in a skirmisher. Interesting. You don't see that very often in 2v2.
This defensive play kind of favors Leary right now because he's getting all that food.
A lot.
Yeah, like a
Yes.
lot of food coming in from him.
Yeah. He has an outpost as well. We'll check the economy. I mean, Leary's actually the lowest food income in the game, but
He had to spend time walking out there, right? But
yeah.
it's food that he doesn't have to invest really
Yeah.
that much wood into long term. Obviously, you have the dock and the mill initially, but
Ooh, look in the middle. The archer groups are going to meet. It's 1 skirm and 6 archers for both
bait him into
players.
the demo. Bait him into the demo. Run away.
oh,
Run
oh.
away.
Oh. Demo is still sitting in the dock.
Vivi's gonna know something's up if Leary starts running away with his army.
Yeah.
It's like that's not typical Leary behavior.
Decent trade for Vivi. Actually,
Yeah.
winning the fight there.
Well, yeah, it's the skirm, right?
Doing- Well,
He's
Leary
got
has a skirm
Vietnamese
as well.
So he's got more HP
Oh,
on
he's
his
getting-
archers. Yeah.
True. True that. Yeah, maybe I'm giving the fish too much credit here, because Leary's still the one with the lowest food income. I guess the others went to their mill faster
Oh,
and started
God.
farming and such, so...
Look at the scout numbers for Mr. Yo. 9 versus
that's a
5
lot.
from Hart.
And
Yo
those
is
are
now
Magyar
fully
scouts as
walled.
well.
He kept them defensively. Now he's fully walled. We got a couple spearmen here from Leary. Vivi needs to micro
demo
those
time?
down.
Demo time?
Here it comes.
Demo time?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh,
Here it comes.
He's baiting.
Here it
Oh,
comes.
and they have full vision with the outposts. Oh, they know they want it. They want it. There is patiently waiting with the demo, but yeah. Yo and Vivi not taking any risks.
And they didn't show it. Town watch coming in now for Leary. Still no eco losses. And now Vivi is signaling the front of Hart space over here.
Yeah. Now, however, Leary has surpassed Vivi's food income and is starting to... That food income is going to grow further and further for him.
Yo's still adding scouts. He's got forging with Magyars. And there's range units now to snipe the spearmen here from Hart. So this could be an issue, especially with that gold right there from Hart.
They have a nice hill, though, to work with on the left. But then again, Yo and Vivi could just go to the right and they will have their own hill.
Armor coming in for Yo.
Forging... Yeah, and Forging coming in for Hart. So Hart is trying to match him, but Yo is still 1 step ahead. Bloodlines, I would imagine. Second stable from Hart, so it's going to be a big investment in the feud age, it seems like. You start floating a bit of food with slabs by default, so it kind of makes sense if they want to make sure to not take any risk. But yeah, this is a lot of pressure here. And Hart is forced into a tower. They do not feel comfortable here whatsoever.
Yeah, and it's a tower that's back, too. So it
Yeah.
doesn't even fully cover the gold. It does cover some of those farms over there, but it's definitely not the optimal tower in this situation. And Yo already has the armor. He already has forging. They've got the hill now. They've got Vietnamese archers.
Oh, there's so many scouts, but there are 3 spearmen from Lyria in the back.
Bloodlines.
So,
Oh boy.
yeah.
That adds a lot of HP here.
They're trying to wait for Heart's armor before Heart and Lyria wants to engage, but yeah, I'm not sure if they're expecting bloodlines for Yo here.
Lyria's gonna go up
Lyria's
soon.
using the mark. Yeah, using the market and ready to go up pretty much. Yeah, he's gonna be so much faster than everyone else there. So, it even begs the question: should they even take any fights now, or should they just wait for Lyria to hit cast stage?
I think you just posture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Yo and Vivi are gonna bounce back in between hitting that wall and then targeting the army, and then eventually they're gonna loop around this way. But Heart's getting bloodlines now. Heart's kept up with scout production, and I think as long as you keep this army on the outside of the walls, you're fine. You
Yeah.
don't need to fight.
Vivi doing some market gymnastics, and he's just gonna be just 25 seconds slower than Lyria in the end. So, good job by Vivi there. Yo is adding a market as well. So Yo, Vivi, and Lyria are all thinking about the cast stage, but Heart is still mass producing.
Wall the house to the water right now. Right now. Right now.
Archers.
Right now.
He's doing it. He's doing it. Oh, Vivi. Vivi, no. Vivi, don't do it, no.
This is why we do it. Oh, that was incredible.
Ah!
Oh, there's another one. There's always a second one. Delete it.
That's still worth. Oh, and at the same time, Vivi lost his whole army in the top.
Oh, God.
Vivi's gonna hit cast stage with nothing.
Do you blame him? I mean, he's kind of distracted by the demos. Oh, boy. That was great from Lyria. Really, really solid stuff. That's why you always make a demo, just in case.
Yes. The demo was sitting there for 7 minutes, but it was worth it eventually.
It was.
Yeah. Oh, and look at Vivi's answer. This reminds me of Arabia. 2 extra ranges as soon as he lost his whole army.
This is what I call
Lyria's gonna hit
the Margugu.
the Margugu.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that is still in favor of the Chinese team is that they have a slight timing advantage on Heart's cast stage. Question is if that's gonna be enough here. And the big fight with the scouts on the top side here. Looks like it's a better fight for Yo though.
No, it's a better fight for
they're
Heart.
trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The archer from Lyria making a difference.
it was closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But Hart does manage to clear that up. Lyria going for the university. Lyria is pushing forward. He just misses the units coming out from Vivi, and that's actually probably a really good thing for Vivi that he just missed that.
I don't understand Vivi. She's like, this is the second time he's just sending a somewhat small crossbow army just randomly out on the map. It's like, it's just so risky, right? If you lose that army, you're just in such a big disadvantage. But I guess they know where the army of Heart is, and now Yo is cast late as well. Light cav upgrade coming in right away, +2 armor. If they just bide their time here until the light cav and +2 armor is in, they should be able to clean this up.
Yep.
They were doing ballistics as well. You don't see that very often that he does it this fast.
Yep. He just thinks he can dodge ballistics, and he assumes everyone else can as well.
Good fight though for
Really good
Aftermath
fight
in
for
the end
Hart.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All things considered, I mean, he just needs to buy himself time to get to Castle Age, right? And they're trying to clear up the light cav numbers. +2 is almost in.
There is microing on the bottom of on the left side of Vivi's base at the same time. He picked up some archers and some villagers. They're doing a really good job here with 2 groups of crossbows he has out on the map. Ballistics now in as well, so he can start taking even better trades.
God, if only that demo wasn't in the dock right now.
I think Lyria needs to add a new... instead of the mill, right? Don't you just build another dock? It's 25 wood less.
Yeah, and you get
Factor in the house.
the house, exactly. And then you have another building to produce from if you need it.
Exactly. It feels like it makes a lot more sense than the
It does.
mills.
Yeah. I think the only thing with the mill is that you could put it like in the middle of the fish, but even the dock should cover a lot more than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wider surface actually makes more sense. Oh, they're taking a great fight on the left side of Vivi's base, as Vivi still does not have ballistics. And yeah, Vivi doesn't have the greatest map either, right? This is so vulnerable despite there being a tower there. And the 4 ranges has not been enough for him to stabilize yet.
God, that little strip of stone at the edge of the map, or whatever terrain that is, makes such a difference here, right? If you didn't have that, it would just be full wall city for everybody. And
exactly.
it's a TC in the middle for Leary.
Oh, okay.
What?
Might as well.
It's kind of crazy.
That's actually isn't that a horrible tease though? The
It's
only thing it
awful.
does is serve. It
Yeah.
only gives the protection for the vills.
That's it.
Score still very close. Population is still somewhat close. Aftermath only 10 ahead. Economic units somehow, Vivi and Yo are 6 ahead. Has there just been a ton of idle TC time? Because there's barely been villager kills, right?
I
If anything, Vivi has lost 3 vills.
like Hart has wheelbarrow, right? So you have to factor that in. Leary's getting wheelbarrow
True.
right now, and they've both just been 1 TC this whole time. But now Leary is on the woodline from Vivi. Oh boy, he's got ballistics here, Viper. That's so many kills.
6 dead villagers. He might lose his whole army in return because Vivi has ballistics as well now, working from the hill with support from Knight. But at the same time, Hart has a lot of Knights in front of Yo's base as well. Feels like Aftermath is kind of winning on all fronts for the time being. But then again, what that villagers raid from Leary just did was equalize the villager count.
Yep.
When all is said and done.
And it was Leary with a ton of idle TC time. And sometimes he lets that slip in if he's focused on the fights, or if he wants to go up to the next stage, he doesn't mind leaving the TC idle for a little bit of time.
Yo is doing a really good job at just dancing his Knights to not let Hart's whole army in. They have to stay and fight under TC.
Hart has to be
This
so
idle village
frustrated
time.
here.
Yeah.
It's
Let me in!
brother, just leave. Just go somewhere else. Yo is fine with this.
Hart doing gold shaft mining as well, so that staying on 1 TC doing gold shaft mining, you are gonna make a lot of Knights.
Leary denied off the archer ranges he was building. Yo is here with some Knights, just enough Knights to help out Vivi.
Military numbers are in favor of the Chinese team, or about the same. Nice dance now from Leary with the villagers as well. But yeah, the 4 ranges for Vivi definitely gave him a little bit of a way back into the game. If he didn't do that after losing his whole army in the feudal age, they would have been in big trouble right now.
Coming in
go
for
for Leary.
7 crossbows only. And there's more crossbows from Vivi inside of Leary's. How did he get there?
What?
How on earth did he get there? Great job from Vivi to sneak in while he was microing the other force.
I guess he just walked on the left. Would imagine he just walked in on the left. But yeah, Leary trying to add a market. Probably to do coinage and not sling.
Equal vills, Leary and Vivi now. Somehow.
And Vivi has more crossbow.
Yep. But
Well, Leary has had
Leary.
Dravidian shorefish income this whole game as well.
Yo is on the
Although
go for
Vietnamese
Leary.
are no slouch.
Yo is
Oh,
on
Yo
the
is
go
in
for
Leary's
Leary.
base.
Leary needs to
Yeah.
repair, but Hart is there too.
The woodline is overchopped. Yo could dive in on the wood and kill Vills. Okay, decides to go out though because the Knights are chasing.
Yep.
But yeah, favorable trade on the left for Yo with the Knights at the moment. Thumb ring for Vivi, second TC for Vivi, second TC for Hart as well. This is becoming a way more macro-oriented game than I anticipated. There's aggression everywhere, but everyone is essentially adding economy.
I mean, the eco is so similar, Viper. It's crazy. And now Vivi taking advantage of Vietnamese even getting handcart for that economy.
Isn't it funny that Yo is the only one with 1 TC and he's the one with the most vills?
Yep.
He's doing wheelbarrow as well now. Big fight in the middle. There's a lot of crossbows
Good
from
fight
both
for
Leary
Yo and
and
Vivi.
Indeed.
If Yo doesn't chase, he's chasing. Man, Yo is so good at like still taking the fights in the center with his ally, but always having Knights running around in the back somewhere. And then splitting them up, just making it annoying, right? Running away. Leary could have used that demo. Running away from the defensive Knights and then just coming back again when you least expect it.
Hart has a lot of Knights though on the field now. 25 to the 17 of Yo. Yo did find the Shorefish vills for Leary on the top though, so he might sneak up there later with some extra Knights.
Those golds for Hart are really rough.
Yeah.
Really, really rough.
Ooh,
I mean, they're rough
Leary
for
picking
Yo
up.
too, but...
Yeah. Leary did a nice job there, picking off 3-4 extra knights from Yo as they were escaping. And now, with the amount of knights Hart has, looks like a great opportunity for Aftermath to jump on this whole army.
Yeah, and they're going to. At the same time, Vivi was in Leary's base, picking off a few villagers, but I think Leary will take that trade.
Mm-hmm. The army swing is massive now. Suddenly Aftermath find themselves with more than double the military numbers. And if there's one thing you don't want in this game, it's Aftermath with the army lead and initiative in the game. And Yo and Vivi identifies that as well, as Yo calls the GG. That was swift, brutal, and Vivi still plays on.
Vivi, what's going on, dude?
Okay, there we go. Damn, that game was so close for so much of the game, and then just this one brutal fight, and it's just, yeah, we're done.
I think the key there is that Yo is only 1 TC, right? So he can't replace the knight numbers quickly enough, and they just lost so much. Vivi was probably telling Yo, like, I'm getting counter damage in on the wood line there from Leary. And then they found themselves, while Vivi was distracted, in a position where he's completely surrounded by Heart's Knights. Completely surrounded.
So I would ask the question here. Was the shorefish play significant in this game, do you think?
I think so, for the Castle Age uptime. Was it, in hindsight, was it significant? I mean, he did have the demo to clear that army. He did get a lot of early damage against Vivi. So I think so. I think so.
That's the balance you have to strike, right? Do you actually go for shorefish or not? Even as, like, let's say you're Persians, for example, I think going for a dock could be a good move.
That's the type of thing that works like once, right? Until the other team realizes it's a possibility with your Vidians, someone going out that early, and then they like intercept you or they keep harassing you there with their scouts, and it gets annoying. Or maybe even they go for a counter dock at some point and just send a YOLO demo into your fishing eco, and then you lose 5 vills.
It's a similar thing where it's like, okay, they know, let's say they scout this, right? And they see you have 5 vills there. Okay, so is that now your target? That means that maybe you are too tunnel vision then to do damage there. Maybe you over-engage on fights because you feel, okay, we need to kill this because he's getting shorefish income, right? And maybe they have enough to defend there and you get counterattacked. You know, it's just something that takes attention, right? So it's a tough decision to make in the end.
I think it's the sign of a good map. If you have multiple options like that and you're not sure which option to take.
Tell me more, Dave.
Good map for now, dude. I never said it was a bad map, Viper. I just, from the thumbnail, it looks like Highland or Rivers.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, you can't blame me for thinking that it's going to be underwhelming based on those
Did you notice that there's like straggler sheep spread along the edge of the map as well?
No.
So you have another option. Do you want to go there and pick those up, or do you use your scout for scouting? So many decisions to make, Dave, in this map.
I mean, if Dowd is playing as Gajaras or Tatars, you bet your ass he's going to be around the edge of the map picking those up.
You bet your ass his teammate is also forced to be around the map picking up sheep for him. Not only himself. All right, so we have a 2-1 lead for Aftermath.
You think Doubt, all of the banter and everything, do you think that's just a front? I think he's a big softie on the inside.
It's a softie.
I think emotionally he's a cuddly teddy bear, but he's scared of being made fun of because he's old. And so he strikes first.
Yeah, when I visited him for the first time, we went to see his apartment and such. It was the first time I saw his dog as well. He had the tiniest little cute dog, like, you know, the puddles.
Like a poodle, like a dog that goes in like a purse.
Yeah, like you put them in the purse. Yeah, that type of dog. And it's like, that's not the dog I thought Doubt would have. You know? It's just like, okay, it is all a front. Nice. I believe you.
And you know, he probably wasn't the one who decided to get a dog, but once it was in his house, it's like his favorite thing ever. Probably.
Yeah. All right, we have the next map already. Oh, Dave.
No map. Water, no map.
If you enjoyed demos last game, we have Armenians in this game.
No, this game will have. No one ever makes demos here. It's disgusting.
They tried against Suomi.
Yeah, no.
Aftermath.
But they tried against the main navy. It's not, the demos aren't for the
Fair.
main navy. Like, I think Yo was the best player that I've seen on Water Nomad here because he was doing, like, in the mid game when he had excess res, he was sending villagers to the corner and making those one-off docks, and then just making fast fires or demos from them. And
He
your
was making docks as if they were stables.
Exactly.
Right?
And I think that's how you have to play Water Nomad once you're in the mid game. I think you send villagers to the corner. There's so many places to dock, and Nikov had to constantly respond to new ships in the back of his economy, sending like 20 ships back to deal with one.
Yeah, and Yo did it on both sides as well, even on MBL's side.
Yeah.
He was being super annoying that game.
But I'm surprised by the lack of, especially from underdogs, especially when they're behind, not trying to like nuke a woodline with 15 villagers with a demo.
It's hard though because there's so much vision,
difficult.
right?
Yeah.
On the map in general. But yeah, I could see like, let's say you force a micro fight somewhere, and at the same time you try to sneak in a demo. Like even under his TC, right? There might be like 8-9 vills eating water buffaloes.
15 water buffalo. Down.
People even use the demos to snipe the water buffaloes. And that's not a bad move even. If you have a demo and you go to a TC, let's say he garrisons, and the demo ends up picking up the buffalo in your color, and you delete
can't
your demo.
It. No, you can't detonate it.
Oh, okay. That's the counter.
Yep.
Okay.
But what are the odds that the timing is all going to line up like that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Water Nomad. I kind of like Water Nomad as a map because there's so much vulnerable areas, and also you get like the action starts fast because since you start with efficient ships, your fuel age comes really fast. So it's not like this long drawn out water map where you have to wait for middle of fuel age before everyone starts meeting each other in the middle of the map.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to have Water Nomad, Yo playing as Japanese, Vivi playing as Koreans. No demos for Koreans. Apparently, I thought they were the only civ without demo. Apparently, Romans don't get demos either. Still kind of new.
Ooh,
that situation.
Wait, Romans don't have demos?
That's apparently they don't.
That is news to me.
That's what I heard.
Chat, can you confirm? Does Roman have demos?
Everyone's on the wiki right now.
They get Droman. Oh, they don't have... Really? They don't have
See?
demos.
We're learning things.
Sick.
And no day is a waste where you learn something, chat.
Damn.
Yep.
So Romans and Koreans. Nice. What I find interesting so far by the looks of this, look at this TC spawn for Vivi, right? He's right next to Leary. Yo is on the opposite side of the map.
This is going to be crazy here. Leary is going to have a nightmare. We might actually see a few demos being added in because like he's so close to his opponent.
I would like to see a tower as well from Vivi. You can tower the woodland and the dock at the same time. Probably a little bit risky, but yeah.
Yo,
what's the vision? Do they know?
Yo's in such a strong position over here, way over to the side, as long provided that Vivi stays alive. Yo is going to be like Max in that game yesterday, right? Way off to the side, feels free to boom up, maybe get the walls up. And I look and I see so much green on the map here for Yo, and his exploration is fantastic already. So he's already seeing how the map is laid out. He's eliminating where his opponents aren't, which will give him a lot of information on where they are. And he sees that house from Leary, so they have to suspect Leary might be in that center area there.
I think, as we see fuel age for Leary and Hart super fast for both of them. Yo follows suit quite quickly after. I think this is the perfect spawn if Yo is playing with Lix.
Maybe.
This is exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Lix to just go full dog and like make havoc, and then Yo can just carry from the opposite side of the map.
I wonder if they could have a situation where Vivi walls to the edge here and goes like a faster castle age or plays defensively.
Oh, fast castle turtle ships.
Yeah, like look at the wall that could go down between the woodline and the edge, and then you have that back woodline you go to.
That would actually be sick. Now that I think about it, they would have no counters to turtle ship whatsoever for a long, long time. I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately, but it would have been cool.
Yeah, if they had the full omniscient vision like us, right? If they had the God view on the game, maybe they come up with a strat like that. But they're still trying to figure out where the opponents are, and you gotta play towards a fast uptime. You can't just alter your build 2 vills before you're supposed to go up.
Look at the scouting from Yo. He has buffaloes everywhere.
Everywhere.
And he still hasn't found anyone.
They found the house from Leary. They found another house, so I think they know where Leary is.
Vivi just found the Dock of Heart as well.
Yeah.
What civs do you prefer, by the way, here? We have Koreans and Japanese against Armenians, Vikings.
I think Armenians, Vikings. I think Armenians are just...
Probably.
It's kind of ridiculous how good of a naval civilization they are.
Yeah.
And look at the walls from Yo.
Oh, he's already preparing. But this is like Palisade walls in Feudal Age. The only thing you do is disrupt the pathing. Once there's like 6, 8 galleys, they're going to break a palisade super fast.
Stone walls from Vivi.
Oh, Vivi is going for the stonewall approach. I like it. As Leary did scouting with the fishing ship.
And Leary is putting a dock right beside Vivi's dock. Wow. Right on top of each other.
This is about to get wild. If Hart comes down there to support right away and a quick 2v1, Leary is like borderline dead already at Vivi. This could be really hard. Look at Vivi even stonewalling from the woodline next to his starting dock. But now his fish, he cannot take... He's trying to take the shore fish behind the stone walls.
Yo's fish are being targeted by Hart. They are Japanese fishing ships, though, so they will take a long time to go down. And Yo doesn't pull his navy back. He's going to keep going forward with his own galleys there to try and snipe down Hartsvilles and disrupt his eco a little bit.
Feels like a very good start, though, for the Aftermath guys. Yo now finding Hart's fish on the top as well, so he's doing a bit of counter damage, and he can kill them way faster because they're not Japanese fishing ships. But yeah, Vivi as well, gonna lose his fish here. If you're Vivi, do you just go counterattack? Like, what's the point of chasing? You're gonna lose your fish, just go counterattack.
Yeah, he's gonna run into your TC anyway. I think you gotta get the wall up on the left side first.
Yeah.
Before you do that.
Yeah. Hart loses 1 fishing ship. Yo has lost 2 from what I can tell. Or just 1 actually, but 1 has run to the other side of the map. Hart.
Armenians are also really good here because you can add in that fortified church to save your vills, right? So once you get to Castle Age, it's not only the navy that's solid, it's that's solid. You can move your wood lines with the mule carts, although the carts do go down really quickly to navy. Yeah.
You can even just make like a quick, like you get 1 relic for free as well, and then you just make 1 warrior priest to start picking up relics.
Yep.
It's very convenient. I feel like Vivi has been like, this has been a really slow start for him. He's just now grouping up a little bit group of galleys, and he's going to try and go and attack Leary now.
Like, look at where the dock positions are for him. That's difficult, right? To keep your galleys all massed. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the forward spots, but he didn't know exactly where Leary was at the start.
And Leary dove in. Oh, actually, look, I think he overchopped her Vivi on the bottom, so Leary was able to get in with 3 galleys. And now Leary's coming from the right side as well, and so much idle time for Vivi here. Sure, he will clean the galleys on the left, but he's having a lot of idle time here. And Yo losing his fish as well in the back. This just feels like Aftermath has been in full control from the start here.
I think Leary needs to be careful now. Vivi has taken the galley advantage. He's looping over to the left side, and Leary's gold and wood lines are all up there. He does have an outpost, so he has vision on this, and he's got wheelbarrows, so he can run away faster, but still, Leary is at risk of losing quite a few villagers. And the blacksmith goes down before fletching can come in.
Yeah, blacksmith is denied here, and the gold is exposed now. Vivi sees it as well, but Leary has 9. There's 9 against 9 galleys there, so in the end, with decent micro here, should still be an okay situation for Leary. Reinforcements are closer for him as well. This is an important fight for both those players.
Deny the blacksmith.
Leary just casually trying to build the blacksmith at the same time. Can't allow that, right? But it's hard to target the Vil.
It is very hard.
Galleys.
Kill it!
Kill it!
No, he hit
the blacksmith!
Oh, God! Just hold alt, Vivi. Just hold alt, bro. Hate that.
Yo as well tried to do a full wall on the tops. Like, maybe it feels like Yo and Vivi were trying to wall up too early, right? Look at the Aftermath, guys. They did no walls. They just went full brutal force, army, try to take control of the map right away. And it looks like Yo and Vivi tried to be a bit more like, let's secure our maps, take it slow, build up our navy. And it feels like it has backfired as we see 66 economic units, 254 already in this game.
Look at Vivi. Looping around with the ships that got away. So 6 galleys now coming in towards Hart's side. As Hart is full busy with Yo, and Leary's just still trying to defend his own area.
Vivian didn't find the ships though. We've not found a villager from Leary, which will also give away his location. And both Hart and Leary have ships in their bases here, so Vivi's army is probably not going to stay alive for too much longer. But at the same time, Yo coming in on the woodline of Hart, he could get a lot of villager kills here if Hart is busy microing.
Yep.
Good
Hart
response
pulls away.
though, losing one villager.
Really, really quick. Really nice. And Yo might get trapped in here, so he needs to be careful but against the double arrows from Armenians.
Yeah. Looking at the resources, Hart is getting very close to clicking to the castle age. Yo and Vivi are super. Vivi has 1 villager on food. He's starting to farm now. Oof. Vivi is not going to see castle age this game at this rate.
And now the
Market for
galleys
Hart
are
as
coming in
well.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. This is looking really, really tough for the Chinese team.
I think the key here for AM is 1 year in that transition period, going up to Castle Age, don't stop producing. Just keep the army coming out. Don't get greedy. And don't let your opponents have any way to come back in this game. Yo is once again on the woodline from Hart. He's sniping a few fish at the back, and Hart is trailing behind him with that navy.
Oh, the fishing ship was blocking Hart's wall. Oh, Hart's going to lose a fair few bills here.
Yeah, nice damage there from Yo. He's killing some more on that tower at the front, too. And he's sending more galleys in to try and deny this tower. Lots of weak vills. He leaves. He leaves with the galleys. Damn.
You obviously try and maybe pick up some fishing ships instead. But yeah, I mean, these are great trades for Yo. These are the types of moves they need to try and come back in this game. Like, look, Hart is like struggling so much to get in shots there, right? Because they're all spread around and like shooting one at a time, while Yo is keeping his army full together. Whenever he finds damage, he's shooting them, one-tapping them, like we see now with Lyra's fishing ships. All the fish are going down. Yo is doing a fantastic job here to just run around and force the chase and dealing damage. But we see both Leary and Hart both going up to the castle edge at the same time. And Yo might be trapped here now.
Ooh, Leary losing some more vills on the woodline as Vivi still being a distraction. And Yo will almost get away. He'll get away.
Does get away in the end. But yeah, look at the military numbers now. We have 37 to 26. And the people with the military lead are both on the way to the castle age.
It would be a bumpy ride sailing over these little route systems in a big old ship.
I like what Hart is doing now as well. He's stonewalling the top half, right? Just no more surprises from Yo coming in there. Let's make sure that is plugged off. And then he can play fully focused through the middle. Yo is on the way to the castle edge himself. Still a little bit behind. But yeah, the big concern is still Vivi, who is sitting on 100 food. He lost his fish so early that he's going to rely completely now on the market and farming income to get to castle edge. And yeah, he's...
Yo might get in with another galley army. I think it's still open on the woodline. Hart has gone for that wall. The galleys are just gonna...
Hart is busy microing on the front. He might not notice it.
Yep.
Okay, now he surely will because they backed off. Okay, that's going to be like, Hart is going to be mad about this. But again, this warns him about the hole, right? And he has galleys at home still to defend, so he's going to be completely fine. They were just waiting for Castage to come in, getting the upgrades, and he's going to start working on... I think Vivi might lose his town center unless he starts towering up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to get up to the castle age. Like, he's using the market. He's trying to go up. He's trying to let his farm eco do the work, but this is a really rough situation. That's 29... This TC's dead.
Yeah.
This is dead.
And worst part, like, Leary can sit on this like the docks as well, because he knows there cannot be demos. So there's no concerns about that. Leary even adding a second town center here. He's backing off for some reason, though.
He's leaving.
Honestly,
he's trying to find the galley, the navy from Vivi, and maybe concerned about Yo coming in or something. But Hart is now pushing through that palisade wall from Yo, which you said wouldn't stand up, and it doesn't. And man, I mean, why is Leary not like taking out the TC?
I don't know. He saw the army with. He's gonna run. Oh, it's gonna be a massive fight though for him still. Wait, Lyri's not doing any. He did Bodkin arrow, but he's not doing war galley.
He's adding longboats, but still, you have 29 galleys. Like
you have 30. He's still making galleys as well.
Yeah.
That is a bit confusing indeed.
Weird.
But I mean, this is. You could argue still this is the safer play, right? Make sure you don't take damage from the sneaky galleys from
Hart
so.
also pretty late on the war galley upgrade, and his navy's getting trapped in the back of Yo's base.
That seems kind of unnecessary as well. I mean, they still have a massive army lead, don't get me wrong, but was this really necessary?
Guard tower is about to be in for Vivi once he gets to Castle H. And Vivi is now pulled the navy from Leary all the way over to Hart's base. So he's gonna get
trying to hide his fishing ships in the corner. But yeah, this army is toast now. He has nowhere to run anymore. Yo doing university as well. Yo with the top score in this game at the moment. I guess those kills he got now at the end here pulled him quite far ahead. Wait, if you're Vivi here, don't you just go full turtles? You have lost all your galleys anyway. I think you can afford
towers.
Yeah.
Keep yourself safe.
Okay. You rush university for heated shot. That's the play. And you tower.
Sure. Just a slow tower push, one at a time, inching across the map towards Leary's base.
I think he's in an extremely desperate situation either way, right? So
yeah.
Leary now finally doing war galley. Or his 31 galleys.
There's the fortified church from Hart. Vivi is at 36 vills, and Leary is at 39. But he does have 2 TCs and handcart. Still, it's closer than you would think, given the start.
Vivi adding a second TC as well. I mean, the only problem I see here is that Vivi cannot really contribute much right now. So it's going to be a full 2v1 on water for Yo. And Hart doing a really good job microing there with the runners, making sure Yo is missing hits. Yo now doing ballistics to avoid that situation happening again. But the numbers are in favor of Hart here.
God, Leary's got such a huge navy over at Vivi's base.
Yeah. At this point, you can even commit on the guard tower, I think.
Do you go into stone now if you're Leary? Like, you send those 9 villagers over to stone and just think about putting a castle on Vivi's face? Or do you just continue with the navy production? Yeah.
Could also just drop a couple of farms so I didn't think about Imperial Age because, I mean, at this point, I'm sure both Hart and Leary feels like they're in a fantastic spot, so taking unnecessary risks is probably not on their agenda right now.
It's always on Vivi's agenda, Viper.
Yes.
That's always on his agenda. He's got that scheduled in.
He's building a TC where Leary is running away with his war galleys. Leary might be able to pick up 4 vills if he sees it. Vivi realizes now and is running back. Leary doing a great job microing here, picking off the longbows from Yo. Yo still... Yo has ballistics now, I guess. Second TC for Hart as well. I mean, Yo is still doing a good job staying competitive, but the second Leary decides to group up his whole navy, which is doing now on the right side, Yo will not be able to hold against 2 huge navies.
I think Yo is going to clear up that navy at the back of Vivi's base, which is good for Vivi. And but Yo is still kind of defending, but Leary's coming in. Like you said, that massive navy from the other side. And suddenly Yo has nowhere to go.
Yeah, Leary 40 seconds away from ballistics as well. Yeah, how does Yo... Like, Yo is also still only on 1 town center. His whole economy is going to be exposed the second this army breaks through.
1 galley in the queue from Vivi, though. Huge.
Treaty is booming, though. He'll be in the game in a couple of minutes. It feels like Aftermath can just brute force their way straight through Yo now if they really want to.
Yeah. Yeah,
3rd TC for Leary.
With ballistics for Leary, like you can just push.
Yeah. We also have Hart picking up the relics. 3rd relic is already in. I mean, as long as they never group up their massive force, like Yo can always take decent trades there amongst the buildings because of the way the AI always kind of bugs out a little bit and targets the buildings instead of the army. Market going down though for Yo. Yo desperately adding more docks behind in his base. At this point, Yo is just kind of trying to buy time for Vivi to join the game, which It's very ambitious, but I mean, what other choice do they have?
If Vivi was any other Civ by Koreans, I would say make a dock in the back in between Leary and Heart's base. Just start spamming demos into there. Like, try and do something, right? You got to do something. But, I mean, at this point, Yo is just getting full 2v1, and he's running out of places to retreat to.
Yeah, and after this navy goes down, his town center will be next. Yeah, this is not looking pretty for Yo now. War Galley upgrade though for Vivi.
Big. 5?
Big. Yo, with only 9 war galleys left, he can produce as many galleys as he wants. That TC is going to be on the list of targets now. Leary coming in with another 8 longboats. Maybe they go for the docks first, but yeah, TC. Oh yeah, Yo's already called it. Well, makes sense. That was just brutal. Like Aftermath took control from the start, and they just never let it slip. Vivi losing all the station ships right from the start just put him so far behind.
I don't think Yo and Vivi realized fully where Leary was. Like, they saw the 2 houses there, but I don't think they suspected he was right there in the middle. Or Vivi didn't put the pieces together, because those dock positions for him made it so rough. Right? Like, if he had that, instead of that 3rd forward dock, if he had it a little bit further back, and he could, like, mass his navy there and defend, it might have gone a lot better for him.
Yeah, I think what also was tough for Viv is he scouted Heartstock, actually. He may have thought Hot was his closest opponent. To then have another player just in between there, yeah, that kind of snowballed out of control really fast. But great game by Aftermath, though.
Yeah, good job from Aftermath. Really, really nice. Hart had some frustrating moments there with the walls and whatnot, but he recovered good. Yeah. And then Leary, I mean, I think Leary just played super solid with Vikings. And after you get those first engagements and you get in on the gold and the woodline from Vivi, you're laughing.
Indeed. Is it 200 kilos time to make the reverse sweep, though, against Aftermath?
Yeah, this is unfamiliar territory.
Yeah.
For Hart and Leary.
They don't know how to... They won't know how to deal with this.
Yeah. You get more... I know how you're going to answer this, but do you get more nervous when you're winning a set or when you're losing a set?
What do you think my answer is going to be?
I don't get nervous really anymore. I've had so many tournament experiences.
That's not necessarily what my answer was. My answer was going to be neither.
Not necessarily. That means that's exactly what your answer was going to be.
Not in that way. Like, I still get, like... I wouldn't call it nervous, but, like, I feel the excitement, right?
Yeah.
But that's, like, that goes away when I start the set. So it's, like, at the time of, like, when I'm winning or when I'm losing, those kind of excitement jitters or whatever, nerves, whatever you want to call it, is kind of gone. So, yeah. Today, when we were losing 2-1 at 7 a.m., the only feeling I had was tiredness.
Too real.
Too real.
Yep.
I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, Dave, so I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yep. Silly Mongoose, Lars, thank you for the gifted subs. Mango, thank you for the prime. Froggy, thank you for the 18 months. Sorry, guys. Popper Up, thank you for the 5 gifted. Capta Jow. Stromper, thank you for the resubs. Destroya, thank you for the tier 1. Liberate, thank you for the 3 months. Daniela, thank you for the raid. Duve, thank you for the 18 months. Tiny Tubes, Dank Souls. Olichka, Al Capone, Pupper Up again. Guy who says 14. Undefeated Bison. Muffin, John. Thanks for the resubs, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're just chilling.
Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you. Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Yo, Screw Ray, Robert. Thank you for the resubs, guys. Thanks for being here, everyone. I think they're not in the game yet, so I'm going to play Adge right now just so you don't get it in the middle. Only 60 seconds. Should cover the full hour. When are you co-casting with Mr. Yo? I don't know. Probably, probably never, honestly. He streams too, and he would want to stream that, and his audience doesn't watch stuff in English primarily, so... You know, maybe we can toss on a song just for a little bit. This burning sound, man. There we go. We're vibing now. Waiting for the game lobby. $50 seconds left. 4 seasons coming right up. Let's go till 200 kilos. 200 kilograms. We believe. We believe.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so
Yo,
sad,
Sean,
I get a
thank you for the 14
charity
months.
tax break
Appreciate it.
just for hanging out with you.
I am back.
We were vibing.
Now, this is a map where I would love to have Lux as a teammate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
See.
This map is very unique. If you guys haven't seen it before, there is 4 segments, and each segment has its own unique flair. You see, we've got the snowy terrain to the left, got the deserty Arabia-ish terrain to the top. On the right side, we got this nice little forest, avec rhinoceros. So interesting one there with some rainforest trees. And Hart is immediately almost losing a villager, but he saves it over on the right side. And then in the south, we have this wonderful little savanna-looking area down there. Or maybe that's plains. Maybe that's like the plains of Eastern Europe. I don't know.
We had once again a spawn without any of the corner ponds in either quarter. So no water to contest, but we have in the bottom we have a little bit of shorefish in the middle, which could be useful, but it's such a messy opening, right? You don't have time to necessarily plan around.
Yo has
getting
already lost a
shorefish,
villager
you
to
know.
a boar. So, and he just killed
Where was-
and he just killed the boar with the TC in the top. Oh my god, dude.
Oh no.
Oh my god. I think he
Oh,
lost a
no.
villager in the south, and then he killed the boar with the TC in the north.
Yikers.
This ain't it.
That is not the start you want. They're already 3 vills behind, and Aftermath have Lithuanians and Italians. 2 civs that really benefit from these openings because you get extra food with Lithuanians, and Italians have a cheaper advancing. On 200 kilo side, it's like, sure, you get some eco upgrades early on with Burgundians, but the flow is still a bit harder to keep up because you're investing extra resources in the Dark Age when you're kind of working your way to just get up to the Feudal Age and Castle Age as fast as possible.
God,
Yeah,
Yo
not a
is
great
not
start for Yo.
Yo is not the first player I've seen to just straight up lose a villager standing still against rhinos on this map. Like it just happens, right? 9 villagers start. So you start with 18 vills, 2 TCs, and you're trying to manage your scouts and get all that vision. Like it's gonna happen to the best, right? I'm sure if you played enough on this map, it would happen to you as well.
Oh, I have done it already. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It has already happened. Don't worry about that. No, we see that almost every 4 quarters, I would argue, at this point. Winchester had the same. Think. Maybe that didn't happen last time I saw it. But yeah, I've had it as well. I played this map in training where I lost vills as well. It is what it is. You just carry on, right? Because you have so many vills that you feel like one village loss. It's not necessarily the end of the world. But killing a boar with the TC, however, that's a little bit of a big deal. But
Leary's scout with the TC. That TC is a killer. That is an expert TC. It is firing on all cylinders here. Boars, scouts, everything. And that's actually really, really nice for Yo. Because that scout from his is going to turn into a light cav up there too. So Leary is not going to have really anything to defend this side or to give him information on what Yo is going for over on this side.
We have both Leary and Hart on the way to the fuel village now. We see Hart, if you look at the minimap, Hart is already kind of aiming for like a full wall off in both his quarters. He's taking gold. His gold is actually quite rough. On the right side, the gold is
really bad.
Very hard.
Everything.
And then on the left side, he's going for the frontal gold as well, despite having a gold in the back.
All right, Yo, bring in all 3 of these rhinos here. All 3 of them. No, not just one.
Oh, he's not a Rage Forest player, man.
No.
To be fair, we'll cut him some slack. 2 TC start, 40 villagers. Not the easiest thing to manage in the world.
You do it.
Of course, but I'm greedy. I probably will lose the village in the process, but it will be worth it.
I mean, he might
I'll get
lose
it on the
still.
second try. Nah, he's paying attention.
He's gonna be fine.
He's fine. Leary as well, going for the full wall off on the top side. So this is like strategically, right? We see what I like to look at is like connections, right? We see Leary and Hart. They're chopping to connect themselves on the left side. On the bottom left, though, we have Leary. If he chops through the forest, he would run into Vivi. Same for Yo and Vivi on the right side. They could connect if they chop the forest, but both of them are taking lumber camp, not towards the other quarter. So they will be long ways away from connecting on that side. Well, it looks like Leary and Hart had a very elaborate plan to connect. Because they pinged that woodline as well really early in the game.
Well, I mean, you might as well if you're set up like
why not?
Right?
Right?
Might as well. And, well, that's kind of very strange from Yo and Vivi that they would go to the closer woodlines and not just the one in the middle, right? It's not that much farther away. Interesting. Oh, well, it might not matter. Probably won't matter at the end of the day. The game will probably be over before they chop through to each other. Castle Age is on the way for both of our AM players. Castle Age is not yet clicked from either of the players from 200 kilograms as Yo is trying to deny the wall from Leary.
Yo Scout on the right is running into TC as well, so that will not become a light cavalry. Unfortunately for him, as a light cav can do a lot in these scenarios where we're struggling to pay attention everywhere. Oh, Leary loses his scout on the bottom side as well. Scouts are dying left and right to Townsterners here.
Leary lost 2 scouts to TCs.
Yeah.
Low elo Leary. That's what we got today.
I'm looking at Hart. Hart only has Market Blacksmith. He's taking a lot of stone though, so it should be an attempt to go for the lightest play. But where does he drop the castle though? Like, left side would make sense if he wants to secure the gold, but considering that he has walled himself completely out of it. I mean, right side, sorry. So I'm not sure. Feels like the castle might go on the left side.
Nice engagement against the scout from Vivi over on the left. And that can be big. Yeah, especially if Hart wants to mix in some monks, right? That could be really, really nice. Taking out that scout early. He's going to see that Vivi is on stone over there. No surprise. What is the play from Leary? Leary is coming forward with a bunch of villagers. Vivi should be able to see this. Remember, Leary doesn't have a scout. And
Leary might lose his scout. He's not paying attention right now. 2 vills from Leary surrounding the scout, and they're going to get the kill. Now, Vivi might wonder, why were those 2 vills out there to begin with? So he might pick up on that anyway. But yeah, Leary is about to drop a castle in the face of Vivi. And Vivi still does not see it. Well, he sees it now.
Sees it now.
He's still 30 seconds away from castle age.
Nothing to be done. I think you just go for your own castle defensively. You try and wall up behind that towards the TC potentially and hold on. He does have a 4-tile gold in the back, and he's already stonewalled over there, although there is a choppable
He's
straggler.
pulling villagers.
Vivi, just calm down.
Yeah.
You're Burgundians. Just calm down.
No. Vivi, no.
Just calm down,
No.
Vivi. We need you to be calm, Vivi.
There's already a seed workshop as well to build rams.
Yo is castle dropping Lyria at the front of the the top side. But, I mean...
One villager down.
It's fine. He's got 57. He can afford to lose 5, 6, 7, 8,
4,
9 villagers.
5, 6.
No,
My god!
Where are you?
No!
98.45%. 98.45%.
Why?
Don't.
Well, now Lyra can even put the mangonel out. He has a mangonel in his seed workshop.
No,
Oh
he's
my
not
god,
gonna
Lyra's
deny
going.
this.
Okay.
He's not going to deny this.
Yeah, it will go up, but I mean, like, at what cost?
Disaster.
Another villager down. Oh my god. If you're Lyra here, honestly, I think you build petards, not Genoese crossbows.
Vivi, okay, Vivi won't be denied off the castle on the left side either. Oh god, Vivi. Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Hart did a castle on the top right, by the way. And he's gonna break through. Yo, stonewalled everything, but there's an outpost without the wall. Oh, he did notice it. Okay, he gets it just in time. That could have been brutal for Yo if he got in there.
Imperial Age
Yo
is on the way
to
for you. Yep. So he's gonna focus everything on Lyri, on that top side, and then maybe once he kills Lyri there, and there is potential to kill him if they don't start chopping through faster for Lyri and Hart, then he can focus on the other side.
The scout from Hart got in on the left and he's killed 2 villagers. He's about to kill a 3rd villager from Vivi as well with just a low HP scout.
2 hits away.
But it makes sense. Vivi is busy elsewhere, so it's understandable. But
just right click.
He's gonna deny the castle. Okay.
Thank you. Holy.
He managed to deny the castle there.
Look at the castle over on the other side. Castilia are coming out, and although Lyri had the initial advantage here, it might be a position where Vivi can actually push this back. Unfortunately for Vivi, his castle is so weak already, and he can't really repair that. So even just a couple petards from Lyri should be able to take that out.
I'm surprised he didn't go for that to begin with.
I think he kind of wants to go up to Imp. So he might be saving the food for that.
Makes sense, but still, taking out this castle is immediate GG for Vivi in this corner, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, but then again, Lyri might feel as well that he wants Imp because of the north side, right? But then again, we know that Yo is on the way to Imp. He has a seed workshop as well. There's going to be immediate bombard cannons there.
Here he's
Could
going
be
for
a
stone
very
walls.
tough position.
Needs to make sure he has enough stone to repair that castle. Masonry could be huge here too. But like we said, he's trying to go up to Imp, right? Doesn't want to spend any res.
And Yo, we have another castle war on the right side.
Yo
Hart
should
is trying
get
to
this
build a
one up
castle
first.
on the hill. Yes, but there's 10 vills. Both castles should go up in the end. But this is not what Yo wants to deal. Oh, Hart actually abandons. He's going to drop a castle on the left side instead. I like that, actually. But then again, Yo hitting Imp might make Hart just realize, okay, let's just drop a castle at home. Safe.
Castle's down from Vivi. Castle is down, and now Genoese Expo versus Castilia. Yikes.
It's not a good situation for Vivi whatsoever here. He has he's only 12 vills behind Lyri, despite everything, but it is still a brutal situation.
Now, if you're Hart, do you want Lyri to chop through to your base in the north, right? Like, I guess you're going to have Latest there to help defend. But still, it's like, oh man, Yo's coming. I'm chopping through to your eco. It's kind of like, no, don't do that.
I think considering that Lyri is on the way to Imp, he could do a monk defense combined with the Lighties, right?
Maybe.
Oh, they opened the walls though, and Custodia now for Vivi coming into the base. They could get a lot of kills. I mean, those guys, if they're not addressed, they do a lot of damage. But yeah, they notice right away. TCS garrison.
Vivi's
forced to do another
problems
castle now.
Back at the bottom too.
Yeah.
Can't fully focus on that.
Yo forced to do another castle on the right side, so double castle there to react to this as... Oh, there is a petard. Is he going to be able to break through? The light is blocking the petard to hit the wall. I'm not sure if he would be able to get through anyway. Not even sure if you want to get through anymore at that point.
Yeah, the castle's going to go up, so it doesn't matter anyway, as long as Yo
Yeah.
gets these walls down. Okay, Vivi
Well,
just
Lyris-
has to survive in the south. Keep him busy, right? Yo's killing Lyra in the north, and then Vivi can maybe transfer some of his economy over to the left side.
The big concern I have for Tune Kill now is that Hart is just pulling so far ahead economically, and he has
Yeah.
a really good unit against what Yo is doing, right?
Yeah.
Lyra doing another TC now in the face of a bomber
Oh,
cannon.
is he going to lose that
Lyra's
TC
gonna
foundation?
He might lose all his 42 vills as well.
Yeah.
He has no units here whatsoever, and the vills are being pushed onto the TC. So they
And he
cannot be
hasn't
built.
chopped through yet. He has not chopped. And the Genoese Expo is on top of the TC foundation too. There we
Oh,
go.
The TC will go down immediately.
Oh, it does.
Vivi
Oh
has
my
more vills than
God.
Lyri.
Yo just denied another foundation from Lyri, and Lyri is in a position where he needs to charge a trebuchet with Janissaries guarding it with his villagers.
There is only 90 wood left though to chop for Hart. If he focuses down the tree in between, he could open up a path
I mean,
for Lyri to escape.
at this point, you look at this situation for Lyri, and do you even want to help him escape? You don't
Yeah,
want to
Hart
let
is in
that
on the
stuff
right.
in.
Hart is in on the right, and Yo has a lot of exposed
Oh,
villagers there. He
God.
lost 4 or 5 vills, and now the lighters are going to be in on the wood line and potentially on the gold. As Vivi was trying to do another castle on the right side, he opts for a castle on the left side instead, where there are
Oh.
also lighters from Hart.
Light is coming in, and there's a castle
Oh, boy.
foundation. Vivi, you need to quick wall this, dude. He's looking
Oh,
in the
no.
south. He's trying to run with his villagers at the
Whoa.
same time. He's going to look back up and quick walls in
nice.
time. Beautiful job there from Vivi.
Hey.
And the Treb cuts the wall.
Yo.
Treb cuts
Yeah.
the wood line.
Looking at the population though, it's only 30 difference.
Yep.
We have 2 players in Imp. Lyri might be the one in the worst position right now.
I think so. I mean, he's expanding his eco in the south, so maybe not. I think Vivi's still probably in the worst position,
Yeah.
but it's definitely not
Well,
looking
if-
pretty for Lyri.
If Yo can start pushing into Hart's base on the left, that's going to take a lot of pressure off of Vivi on the left as well, right? So, and especially considering that Hart is not Imp yet, there will be no traps
Yep.
for a solid couple of minutes.
Oh,
then.
how
So they
sick would
might-
it be if Yo was to target that TC with his trebs? Somehow, I think the latest could snipe them, but
Which tease?
the Imp
Oh, the
TC
one on
from
the-
Hart, yeah, the
Yeah,
one on
yeah.
the right.
That would be sick indeed. But yeah, you always go for the castle first here.
Well, I think if you kill this TC in the
Mhm.
north, maybe you're thinking about that. Yeah, I don't think you can find a position because the latest are there to snipe the
Yeah.
trebuchets, but you could potentially be thinking about that. Like, where is he going up to Imp?
I think the game is too messy for that to be like crossing your mind. Oh, let me try and snipe the TC, you know.
Maybe.
But yeah, it obviously would be a full 5-ed play if he pulls that off.
He's going to kill the stable that's getting bloodlines and husbandry from Hart.
Oh, and Hart's gold on the left. There are 8 Custodier coming in, and Janissar is there. Hart is about to lose a lot of villagers. Look at the score.
200 kilograms.
They're about to take the score lead.
They're in the position they want where Yo needs to carry. That's the position they aim for. Vivi in the south still struggling.
This reminds me of another game I saw with Yo and Vivi
Yep.
not too long ago.
And Hart losing castles in the north. And castles are what he needs to produce the unit that he's going for right now.
You know what? We might end up in a situation where the left and north is for Yo and Vivi only.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom is for Lyri only, and Hart is trying to survive on the right.
Yep.
Hart is not in a
Dude,
great spot now, despite
Hart
having a
has no
big village.
stone. And he's lost
Yeah.
one of the 3 castles. Or 4 castles. He's going to probably lose this one on the left. And he's fully committed on Toletus right now.
He has no answer to the Janissary army on the right side from Yo, as Yo continues to come forward with outpost rushes now. Full disrespect. Lyri still has vills on the left, funnily enough, but those are being picked up now. And yeah, Yo, Lyri, Hart will lose his cast on the left as well,
You
unless
got
he's
there
able to take down the trap.
Yeah, you got there
Yep,
eventually.
eventually.
Number 3.
Oh, Lyri doing onager. He wants to cut open so he can contribute, either on the left or on the right. But Lyri, again, also does not have the greatest economy right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, how could he?
Yeah.
He lost half of
Yeah,
it.
true. Is 200 kilo in a better spot?
I think they are, dude. Like, Hart can't really fight that army north unless he gets a full surround there. He's still in a position where he needs to buy stone, and that's where all his gold is going currently. Is to buy stone just to repair that one castle.
Yeah, but he barely has gold income as well to buy
He's
stone.
gonna lose a relic too, which means less attack for the latest.
Don't you just commit and take out the bomber cannon and the trap here? Even if you lose your lighty, it will buy you so much time.
Yeah, probably.
And now he's losing a lot. He's losing his stone village. And look at Yo's next castle on the right side. Hart needs to be cut. Like, there needs to be an energy cut for Leary to let Hart escape here.
Did you just say Hart?
Oh, look at the lighties though.
Yeah, they're killing everything.
Solid unit.
Viper just said Hart needs to be cut, by the way, guys. He's not a fan.
What? Hart saves the... Oh, he saves it. He's out of stone, but one more trebuchet shot would have destroyed the castle, but it survives. Same time, where... Oh, Leary cut in on the right side. Yep. Right into Yo's economy.
Into Yo's economy. Nice job from Leary over here. Beautiful.
And here I was thinking the energy was to save his friend. No, of course not.
Elite Janissary is in, which is an incredible upgrade. Very, very strong unit. But they're not in the right position to stop this push from Leary. And Hart is adding 2 more TCs on the other side.
That's nice. He gets 100 food for each TC as well.
Lost another castle, though. So only 2 castles and full on the left. Hart might be just now on the right side.
Yeah, Janissary. That's what I'm thinking. Like, why didn't Leary cut open so Hart could run with all those 46 villagers? Like, he has archers. He could just open a path for Hart to run.
Vivi in trouble. Left side. Castilla killing some vills, but he's losing vills. Yo is now losing vills. Leary losing Genoese Expo.
Good quick walls from Vivi, though, to make sure the castle on the left goes up.
Oh, Hart's on migration duty right now. Holy, the villagers are running away. He's got to be signaling this. Like, Leary, come over here, dude. You got onager. Help.
Oh, bomber cannons, though, for Yo on the right. There's not enough Genoese to hold this. The traps from Leary has to go back. They're going the wrong way. Okay.
Oh, boy.
That's
and Yo has found the lumber camp. Oh, look away.
Oh,
that lumber camp is actually sick. That's the most efficient lumber camp you can make, I think, with like that many vills. If you're just gonna make one.
Leary going for Cavalier, and another castle on the left. Did it not cross their minds to open and let Hart escape with 50 villagers?
No.
Maybe they thought that they didn't want to open an entrance for Yo to counter push back, but I mean he did it anyway on the right side.
Oof. I mean, Yo is now pushing back Leary in the south. Probably should have just cut that to begin with. Up in the north there.
Wait.
Yo will have 2 full sides in his control.
I just realized that Vivi didn't escape with any vills on the right. So Vivi is at serious risk of being defeated.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to go to that corner in the middle right now.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You know
The best
what,
part
though?
about the Janissaries is they're so inaccurate, they're struggling to finish the job fast.
Listen,
on the wood line.
They have 37 villager kills, all right? I don't think they're struggling at anything. I think they're fine. Is this a situation where Yo, even if Vivi gets defeated, where he can just full 1v2?
I mean, right now,
Bomber
he has
towers
full control of the
along the middle, maybe?
artillery coming in. Gonna have 14 range on the bomber cannons. Handcart, he has a great economy, 112. But Leary has 130 vills now. Leary's economy is in really good shape. And he's making Cavalier as well. The Cavalier will be a great tool here to simply stall out the push of Yo. He can always jump on the siege to slow it down. And at the same time, Hart doing some nice quick walls there, securing the trebs. Hart will slowly kill Vivi on the west side.
But is it?
It is Imperial Age.
Is it fast enough? Is the question. Castilla are getting through the gate. He gets the quick wall, but there's still a hole there. So Vivi buys himself a little bit more time.
But they used... Okay. I thought they weren't going to be able to finish the job, because once you use the charge attack, the attack of the Castilla is actually not that strong. But yes, the castle goes down. Vivi is now down to only one single castle. And hopes and dreams that he will stay alive as Leary comes from the right side as well into Vivi's base. And Vivi Deleting walls on the left. He's trying to escape. He's fighting for his life right now.
Vivi, even if Vivi gets one villager over to Mr. Yo, that's huge, right? Because then you can even set up markets. If Yo wants to carry this through, if you're thinking about a Civ that can potentially like 1v2 without your opponent even being in the game, like full defeated, Turks is probably right up there. Like bombard towers all the way around the middle with extra range could be massive.
Look at Yo. First bomber tower going down on the top north at the entry point on the left side. And Yo is pushing in on the right as well.
Maybe he's making a break for it.
Is it? Oh yeah, he's trying to run
Just
straight
send,
through.
just send, dude. One of them might get through. Just send. he's
going on the
retreating
right
to the
side as
corner.
well?
Hug the wood line. Yo needs to start moving his army over there so that one villager from Vivi can get away. But he's very busy in the south, right?
We have a very important moment right now. Lear is about to dive on the army with his 20 cavaliers. There are 21 elite Janissaries. With the good micro, Janissaries should win this fight, but he might lose all the siege in the process. We'll see what Lear decides to prioritize here. Looks like it's going for the Janissaries, who have full upgrades. They're absolutely fully upgraded, and he was doing a good job at the airfield. It's like a good trade for Lear in the end. Yeah, Lear is actually cleaning it up.
Yep, good fight.
Yeah.
Didn't get distracted by the siege. There's more Janissaries there, though, from the south.
Vivi is gonna survive! He got himself a path, and now Yo has bomber towers there for Vivi to live.
Run, Vivi! Even the wildlife is trying to keep him in. Oh no, Latest! Run! Just get one! Just garrison in the bomber towers. Just get inside.
Don't tell me. Okay.
Okay, this completely changes the complexion of the game now. Vivi has escaped. I mean, Yo is still going to have to do some serious damage, but the bomber towers are going to be very difficult for Hart to push.
Leary shutting down the push on the right is going to buy them so much time as well. Leary looks like he wants to go for a counter push again. There probably might have been an option for Leary to just go full support now on the top side, because if he doesn't support Hart here, Hart might suddenly be destroyed again, right? Hart's economy isn't great. He has 30 Lightis and 1 militia for some reason.
Yo needs to send some stone and wood to Vivi. We need like 3 or 4 TCs up in the north. Just get back into the game.
There is now doing coinage, so he's thinking about slinging as well. But yeah, they can't really afford for Hart to lose his castles here. Lightis is again a very good unit to fight against the army that Yo has, but the bomber cannons, the bomber tower creep, they're gonna take a lot of map control there.
I think this is a win for 200 kilograms. I don't think Hart's really in this game once that latest army dies, right? He's getting elite latest right now, and that is one of the strongest units in the game. It's crazy.
And he still has 1 relic. He has full upgrades in the blacksmith. No, he has 2 relics actually.
He's about to not have that relic soon, though.
Yeah. Castle does go down, and Hart is kind of on a timer. Like, he's about to lose his whole economy again, right? That's the issue.
Hart's
here.
about to be defeated if he doesn't get out. But Leary has chopped a hole, so Hart can actually escape easily with his vills. And Leary, I think, is signaling down to that hole, and Hart was kind of sending the latest down there. Maybe thinking about switching up sides?
From what I'm seeing, Lear is now sending an onager through to the middle, right from the bottom. He wants to open another path to start raiding, I guess, Yo. But look at the right side, just the minimap, right? Such a nice line of castles for Yo.
And there's bomber towers around that area, too. Like, it's just, it's rough.
Lear trying to make a slow push on the right, but Lear's population also isn't super healthy. Yo is the only one with full population and actually making progress here.
No relics now for Hart.
Hart is going for the trebs. He wants to treb down the bomber tower, but there's 5 bomber cannons there from Turks, and the trebs are just wasted. Yeah, I think you're right. This is looking really good for 200 kilo. And would you think that after the opening with Yo losing a vill to the boar, the castle from Vivi, I thought we were in for a short one.
I mean, Vivi, he bought Yo some time. Right? Yeah. And obviously Leary was very focused on taking out Vivi in the south. Yo cleared Leary super easily in the north. And then it was a little bit less easy to clear Hart in the right side. But Hart did not clear Vivi while Yo was demolishing him over on the right. And Leary never cut a hole for Hart. He's cutting a hole now. But there's nothing to escape there. And he's going to the north, or is he going to the right?
Still working with a 60 or 50 population lead for Aftermath, but yet it feels like they're in such a hopeless spot.
Yeah.
Yo is now slinging Vivi a lot of food as well, so Vivi's boom's gonna 5TC about to be up, and he's gonna boom like a madman.
He's going to the north, Viper. He's cutting through to the north.
Oh, interesting. So they wanna like cut the head off the... No, that's not how this is gonna work. So they wanna cut off all the reinforcements, but that means Hart has to re-evacuate and play Nomad once again.
And it means Leary's army isn't in the south. So he's like losing villagers, being denied off the castle. The bomber tower advance continues. And Hart is losing everything in the west. So he's going to have to run away. That's great. This is a crazy game. And the latest, man, that is a coordinated effort to go north here.
Everything is going. He opened like they're making a combat, like access to every corner through the middle.
Yep.
They're opening this up.
Yo knows.
Crane from Yo as well.
He's going for bombard towers in defense in the north side because he had that outpost right next to the lumber camp from Hart, so he knew all about this.
The Leech and V's crossbowman from Leary now as well. I mean, on paper you look at their army and you think this is pretty strong, but if they had like 15 siege rams as well to make a big push somewhere.
They have a quarter of the map available to them.
Yeah, Turks and map control goes hand in hand. Okay, so Hart is now splitting his lighters to try and find economy to raid, right? But Yo doesn't have a massive economy up there. If anything, he's just going to find Vivi's villagers.
Yeah, Vivi's like, God, no, please, no. He's finally got 5 TCs. He's ready to go.
With that said, though, one bomber tower down, second one down. Still a somewhat healthy amount of villagers for Yo there as well. But yeah, Yo is making progress on the bottom left. Lots of villagers down for Leary. Population is suddenly exactly the same. Castle on the bottom is being pushed at the same time. That's the thing, Yo can do so much with such little army on each side.
The thing is, like, bomber towers don't take up pop, right? And they have all that range. So Yo, if we're looking at pop efficiency, fighting a 1v2, it's perfect civilization for it.
Now Hart is doing the Vivi, placing 6 town centers, trying to get back into the game. To be fair, Hart just needs to get like 30 farmers and a little bit of gold income, and he can produce lighters if he has 2 castles.
Yeah,
but yeah, look at the left side.
The Janissaries are brutal there, right? Yeah. Elite Janissary, 22 attack per. And I know Yo just lost a lot of vills, but he's still got 120.
And Vivi is up to 60 vills. Vivi has more vills than Hart right now. So it's not going to be too long until Vivi can potentially join the game as well. Hart has had a castle on the south corner on the right side queued up for a long time. Still hasn't gone to build it. But yeah, how did they stop the left side? Leary's just taking out
and look at the south too. It's not just that left area, it's the south as well. Like Yo's got bomber cannons and pushing from there too.
And Leary is massing Hussar against the guy that has elite Janissaries and heavy camel. Does not feel like the best composition.
It's all he can do. It's all he can do. He's forced into it.
Army count is still the same though, and they still have a healthy army in the north. So if they clean that up... No, they're not going to clean that up.
No.
There's 30 vills from Yo there. Actually more. He has 50 vills on the top side. That could be significant eco damage, but they still need to find a way to delay the push that is happening in the south.
I wonder if you even want Vivi to go imp here.
I think so. What else army do you make though, right?
I mean, if you just wanted to clear the stuff in the north, well, yeah, I guess you go imp anyway. Even if he goes like Cavalier or something in Castle Age.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be that useful against Shenbos. This is, man, Yo is just absolutely steamrolling in the south. There's nothing, they're ignoring it. They're essentially ignoring it because there's nothing they can do against it.
They're thinking that they should, I mean, like, to be fair, if you look at the army there now, if they had the lightest together with some Hussar Genoese, they would have been able to take the fight.
Maybe. But then
yeah,
Hart loses all of his latest, right? And then he can't make them again. That's crazy. That's a great comeback from 200 kilograms, and especially Yo. Another just...
What a game.
Yo saying, I'll do it myself moment, right? Obviously, Vivi bought him a lot of time on the left side.
He died slowly.
But, I mean, he put himself in a position to have to die slowly by making that
Yeah.
weird counter castle when Lyrius was already at 50+% built.
Mhm. Also, I don't understand. Leary did Onager quite early on.
Mm-hmm.
He could have chopped through and saved 50 of Heart's villagers,
Yeah, it would have been huge.
but they didn't do it.
Probably would have changed
That
the game.
was, yeah, that was very strange. But yeah, amazing game. Great play by Yo. I mean, like, opening was still good for both Leary and Hart. It's just that they struggled to find their road or their way as the game went on, and Yo started coming in from every angle.
Damn, dude.
Crazy game.
Yeah. Maybe Leary shouldn't have focused so much on Vivi in the south and like defended himself a little bit better in the north. But I mean, it's hard against Turks, right? When they have 2 TC immediately and they go fast in.
Yeah.
Really difficult.
We also had the situation where Leary pushed into Vivi's base on the left, like he chopped through the forest, pushed into Leary's base, Vivi's base, and then after they killed Vivi, Leary just went to the right again. Instead of supporting Hart, where Hart had like 75 villagers and 2 castles, right? If they work together there and hold, Lytis was probably the key unit for them in this game. So maybe Leary should have just given siege and sling Hart for Lytis, and they could have maybe held the left side as well.
Yeah. That map is so complicated though, I feel like.
Yeah.
And especially in the late game, it's just gonna every decision you can second guess. So they stay in it. We go to game 6 here, and we mark down the victory for Burgundians and for Turks. So Aftermath do you think they pick Scandinavia and then they come home on El Dorado? Like their last few sets?
I think they go El Dorado. They won 2 games in a row, 2 decided games in a row on El Dorado.
Yeah.
I mean, they could save that for the decided game again, but I feel like that's their kind of comfort zone. So we'll see what they go for. Yeah, I think they like Scandinavia as well. You know what? We didn't talk about at all.
Condos?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They had access to condos.
Yeah. You forget about it a lot, right? That could have been an option just to slow down Mr. Yo. I don't think it's going to stop him, but it could slow him down.
But I mean, you're going to kill you're going to kill bomber cannons really fast if you get on top of them, right?
Yeah. And Genesis
for that matter, yeah. So, and they're also fairly cheap, right? So they're cheaper than both.
Yeah, you
like,
have
instead
to
of
wonder,
Lighters, right?
like, why the Cavalier instead of condos at that point? He must have just not thought about it. I mean, we didn't consider it.
Yeah, I was thinking now that like Hart could have gone condos instead of Lighters, but Lighters is fine. Yeah, Leary should have gone condos instead of Cavalier.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Scandinavia. You were right. And it's getting later and later for me and Jordan's bedtime.
Do you go to sleep at the same time?
No, but
in bed?
Jordan goes to bed very early, and I'm feeling tired today because I got up very early. So I do anticipate a bit earlier bedtime for me today compared to normal. How is your sleep schedule now that you've been full-time streaming for what, 2 years? 2 years?
2 years.
2 years, right?
I could never sleep to begin with, so even when I was working like a
Right.
9-to-5 job, I'd get like 4 hours a night.
Yeah.
So like I still get 4 or 5 hours a night. I'm usually asleep by like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I remember during NSC as well, you were struggling a bit to sleep.
Yeah. No, it's better than that. Like I'm not getting 1 hour a night anymore. It's better than that.
To be fair, the fact that you were functioning on such a high level during NSC with the amount of sleep you got was very impressive, I have to say.
Yeah, I remember the one Red Bull was the worst, dude. I was getting like 30 minutes to an hour of like waking up every couple minutes, right? Like it was really bad. And then I got that German sleep medication, the one that they picked up for me. And I remember talking to Debbie, and Debbie thought she had taken it before. I don't think she had. And she's like, yeah, it doesn't really work that well. You should probably just take like 4 or 5 pills. I took a pill and a half, because I was like, I'll take a bit to knock me out. The next day, I don't know if you saw me, but I was buzzing, bro. Like buzzing. I'm glad I didn't take 4 or 5 pills. I think she was
Oh,
thinking about
imagine.
a different brand of it. I think she
Could
was
be, yeah.
on a less.
But that's also like everyone reacts differently to medicine.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's like if it doesn't work well on one, doesn't mean the other should follow the same rules.
I'm glad that I toned it down for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was glad I didn't have to cast the first set because I was literally in the back in the green room
Mm-hmm.
asleep. I think someone took a picture of me, like just dead. Absolutely dead.
Hard life, man, being having to show up on time and cast, especially when you're probably feeling jet lagged as well.
Yeah.
Combination of everything.
Well, I think I've got
Okay,
my
we have.
system for jet lag down now. I just stay up for
Okay.
like 30 hours and then I go to sleep at a normal time. Then it
Well, are you
works.
able to do it? Like, whenever I've tried to do that when I've traveled a long time, I've been always like, I stay awake for 20, 24 hours.
Yeah.
I feel dead tired. I lay down, I sleep, and then I wake up after like 3 hours.
No,
and
no,
I'm
no.
like,
I've
can't
gone
sleep
like
anymore.
3 or 4 days without sleep before. I'm fine with that.
Oof.
You just
Yeah,
get
I just
used
hate
to
'cause
it.
then.
As long as you don't think about it, you're fine. Like you'll feel tiredness, but it's
Uh-huh.
the thinking about it constantly that
Yeah.
gets in your head and causes you to lose your ability to do things. Obviously, you're going to lose some motor function stuff and cognitive abilities and whatnot, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not as prominent if you're not constantly like thinking about it in the back of your head. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah. That makes sense. I just like I feel like I'm so bad at functioning without sleep.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't get like, I would say if I don't get 8 hours, I struggle.
8 hours?
Yeah, 8 hours.
Dude.
Even like 6 or 7 hours, I still feel like something is missing. Yeah. That's why also during tournaments, I hate like, especially when I have to like try and switch my sleep a little bit because I'm like, okay, I'm likely gonna play super late sets here. I try to like push my sleep a little bit, and then I wake up
Yeah.
after 6, 7 hours anyway, and then I'm just like feeling and then you have the whole waiting, right? Because all right, you're gonna play the 4th set today. You don't know when the other sets are gonna finish. You have to sit there and wait for every set.
Yeah, that must be frustrating.
It's the worst part about like these consecutive games.
It's kind of the opposite as a caster. Like the worst part about the consecutive games is that, or like the tournaments with really tight schedules like this one, is that before
Mhm.
I go to sleep, especially bad for my time schedule. Before I go to sleep, the schedule isn't updated, so I'll wake
Yeah,
up at like
true.
8 or 9:30 in the morning, and there's already a set running, and I'm just kind of
Yeah,
like, there was no way for me to plan for this, right?
yeah.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Lack
We
of
tried
sleep
as well
is
for this tournament.
is extremely
Sorry,
unhealthy long term. Yeah, I'm not advocating for it, guys. If you can listen, if you can get a good night's sleep, get it. I wish I could get it. Please tell me, like, do your thing. You know, definitely not advocating for it. I wish.
What? You're not recommending
No,
to
bro.
struggle with
No.
sleep and then take medicine to
No.
fall asleep?
I try and avoid taking as much sleep medication as possible. The German stuff like gave me short-term memory loss, dude. I noticed it. I was taking it for a couple weeks, and I would start forgetting
Uh-huh.
things, and I was like, I need to stop taking this.
I can't wait for your next sponsor on your stream being some sort of sleep medication.
Yeah,
And you have to sell that out.
yeah.
That'll be amazing, actually. To be fair, I have full confidence you would manage to sell that out in a convincing manner as well.
If I believe in it, I can.
Yeah.
It's just about believing in it, right? I get sponsor.
Mhm.
I'm
Work
sure
has
you
kept
do
me
as
from
well,
the
like
stream,
messages all the
but
time.
I'm glad
But
to be back.
Mm-hmm.
you have to believe in the product, I think.
Yeah.
That's why I'm willing to sell out for NAC, because I believe in the Nilly product.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good product.
Speaking of NAC, if you guys type !NAC in chat, it will take you to a place that you want to be.
Yep.
Trust me.
And I heard
They
from
were-
Viper when we were on that break, and he was chatting with me. He said only losers aren't typing !NAC in the chat.
Exactly. I can confirm. I did say that. That's how I talk.
I got everybody. All the TV
Scandinavia is
watchers,
kicking on.
all the TV watchers running from their couch to their keyboard right now.
They don't want to be a loser, Dave.
Yeah.
Of course they are. All right, Scandinavia's next game. We are into the game.
Here we are.
Took a while, but we're here.
Sorry for the intermission there. We were waiting for it to start. And we've got Malians for Hart. We've got Mongols for Leary. Both very strong options on Scandinavia. Berbers, Byzantines.
And the way the map has spawned is that we have water on the sides, as in there's no safe fish here. Both sides will potentially have to fight for the water if they want to secure their own fish income. So another decision that they have to take into consideration.
We've got versus BB. Is it B? How would you say BB? I just know that the AM civs are
Bubba.
Bubba? Are you calling me Bubba?
Bubba.
What are you calling me, bro? What are you
Bubba.
saying? All right.
Bubba. What's the approach here, though? Like, they're all going for docks, which is no surprise. Yo is a little bit late, maybe, even. Do you think they're all just going to play water?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a perfect spawn for, I think, the way the Chinese team is. Right? Chinese wants Byzantines to be able to fight for water. Oh, the villager doesn't have loom, though. Hart is about to find the dock villager. Sees the house. He sees the villager. Oh. Well, dock went up and the scout is there, so he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you should always just wall your vill in. Yo did the same thing, bro. Like, Hart and Leary both walled their vills in. Like, that's tournament play 101 on a hybrid map. The worst possible thing you could do is lose your villager while your dock is like 60% built. That is awful, because then you don't have the dock up and you lost the vill.
Yeah. And the walking time. Oh, Leary trying to grab some sheep on the OST. Yo responds right away, though. Yeah, Yo and Vivi went for the approach where they keep their scouts around instead. Which is also a decent approach, but yeah, just wall in the villager right and you're fine. They were doing a loom. As the Mongols, he will have a really fast uptime here.
Where are his deer? They're ooh.
Oh, they are forward indeed.
The deer forward
Leary?
there, you could almost justify some sort of land approach from Yo.
Leary actually has to have some idle TC time to click up here. Not the perfect build, but he didn't use his third boar yet. He knows about it though, yeah? He's just dealing it for feudal age.
Yo might just
Yeah,
go
with his
like
uptime.
2 galley approach, try and snipe fish, and then go onto land with Berbers.
It's an option. You could also play 1 dock fire galley, right? And go scouts at the same time. You have multiple choices here, but yeah, safe play is probably to just go galley. Loom coming in for everyone, but yeah, Leary has a significant timing advantage to the feudal age. And yeah, we know Yo and Vivi are not players that like to give up water. And even if they lose water, they still try to fight for it in some way.
Oh no, Hart's taking... He's taking sheep. He's taking pigs.
It's a low HP villager chasing.
Oh my god!
Vivi's badass, man.
Yep.
Second lumber camp. Yeah, Vivi looks like he's building up for water play. Hart has a barracks. He is making militia. So he will try to make things happen on land, while Leary is adding a second dock, where it seems like he will be going for the double galley play that you mentioned.
I like the fact from the Chinese team that the deer are all at the back. I think that's very, very useful. That's like one of the biggest things on Scandinavia, right? You get the 3 boars, but where are your deer sitting? It's actually annoying for Vivi that they're going to be bothering his gold villagers.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's good because, I mean, if you look at this map, right, all his main resources are to the back. Hart is coming forward with men at arms, and he's going to have to go all the way around to find damage. In some cases, this can be good because you don't expect it, and then suddenly it shows up in the back of your base. But the scout from Vivi is going to find the men at arms perfectly here. Really good for Vivi.
Nice.
As long as he sees it, right? Yeah, he sees it.
He can wall to the TC, yeah.
Yeah. Yo with the double dock as well, and he's going fire galleys. So Leary is going... Oh, Leary's going fire galley as well, and third dock. It's going to be a big water fight on the right side, the left side.
Hart immediately goes around that woodline. Doesn't try and come in there. He knows the gold is at the back. The deer are being very annoying. Very annoying. there, but now he realizes it's fully walled, and he will start pressuring that wall on the woodline as men-at-arms research comes in.
He does not cancel men-at-arms either, so he lets it finish. At this point, you just go and kill the deer, no?
Hey.
And then you move over to Yo's place.
There's
I would imagine.
no villagers inside that TC.
Ooh, good start on the water for Yo, though. Leary diving in, not getting a single damage, and Yo with Berber fire galleys, by the way. They move faster. You can see they can actually deal damage while moving. That's sick.
Yep. Demo coming in.
Demo, Yo does react though. Nice split.
Good.
I didn't know that about fire battle with Berbers. That's
Kinda
insane.
sick. Did you see the kind of pike patrol that Max had going on with the galleys yesterday on the water?
I did not.
It was...
Was it just a regular pike patrol?
It was like not stopping moving at all while shooting.
Okay.
Nice
Okay.
response to the demo there from Yo. Didn't really take any damage whatsoever.
Indeed, he has a villager to repair as well, but the 3 dock against 2 docks will eventually... Oh, nice micro by Leary, pulling back the low HP one. Yeah, there is 3 docks against 2 docks, right? It's inevitable that the numbers will be in favor of Leary eventually. And Viv is forced to do a tower on the top side, and Hart is also holding on water on the bottom, so... I think overall, pretty decent start for both sides.
Vivi's actually
Demo
adding
though.
in a fishing ship instead of more fires. Kind of
Big demo
weird.
hit for Yo.
Yeah.
Who was adding a fishing ship?
Vivi. And now
Yeah,
he's like he should be convincingly winning on the south
it's
already.
2 docks against 1.
Yeah, with Byzantines.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Hart is running under the TC with his 1 archer that came forward to put the pressure. Ooh.
Brutal.
He has 2 more archers coming on the left though, so the pressure will start to mount up, but Vivi is adding a range himself. He'll get those cheap skirmishers. Hart didn't take the opportunity to kill the deer, so Vivi now dropping a mill on the deer. I just always kill the deer when you have that position.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much food income.
Another
How
wasted
did
demo
Yo-
from Leary.
How did Yo end up with an outpost there in Lear's base?
He's just
That's
he's just a very visual guy.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
That just feels so random, but he has 2 outposts right in front of Lear's base. That's really nice, actually.
Skirmishers from Vivi. It's definitely not pretty for Vivi over here.
Yeah.
It's definitely not pretty, but he does have his fire galleys pushing in, and they are Byzantine fire galleys, so he should win this engagement and then kill the fish from Hart, and then he needs to start expending his fishing eco if he can afford it. Yo is still contesting at the top side, and Yo hasn't lost really any fishing ships up there as Vivi tries to wall in the archers from Hart, maybe? Vivi?
Oh, he could. Oh, this could be an easy trap. 2 houses?
It's
Or even
Vivi.
a
He won't
gate?
do it. He won't do it.
Yeah.
He'll just watch them walk away.
I would have done it.
Yeah.
Hart loses fish now as well. And I mean, like, Yo is holding right now. Ooh, demo killing 2 vills. Yeah, gets both villages. Leary here. Nice demo by Leary.
You said
yeah,
that.
again-
You said demo, and I watched Vivi run a demo right into Hart stock. I was like, oh.
I would not hype that.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Hart is still making fire galleys. So again, he's not giving up the water. And Viv is not adding extra fishing ships either yet. Yeah, Vivi's base is definitely a little bit ugly. Like long distance chopping trees as well on the left side. Gonna lose a villager on the dock. Hart is getting some land initiative, but yeah, the economic disadvantage from losing the fish will be significant long term.
Ooh, he killed a villager on the dock. He sniped it with the archers.
Okay. And Yo is taking a good fight. He has to sacrifice a fishing ship, but he does take a convincing trade in the north.
Big demo
again, like,
from Leary. No, Yo has done so well against these demos, man. So well.
And Yo has been playing 2 dock against 3 dock this whole time as well. So the fact that his fish has been alive for this long is actually really good for him.
Yep.
Castle Edge is looking close for both Leary and Yo. Hart as well, very close. Vivi is the one who's gonna suffer on the Castle Edge time. But that's usually what happens when you're playing defensive and have a really messy economic situation.
His fish aren't working, Viper.
Ooh.
Like, he's got the ships, but they're not working. Okay,
Yeah.
puts them to work here, so he's not even fully taking advantage of that yet. He's going to start adding
Yeah.
in some more fishing ships. He's going to clear that scout, which will be really useful. But then he still has to contend with Malian men-at-arms.
And he has to contend with a Malian that is on the way to the Castle Age. And I would imagine that Hart senses weakness here from Vivi. and comes forward with the seed workshop or something like that. And that's gonna... Vivi already spent a tower in the back, so he won't have too much to work with when it comes to defending his front. And yeah, I would like to see a third dock from Vivi towards the right. There's so much fish there that would be so good for him. Leary using the market here. Will also click to the castle age as soon as he gets the gold. Yo is up. Yo has a solid economic advantage, or like timing advantage on Leary here.
Yeah. Even with Mongols for Leary. That's actually really impressive for Mr. Yo. To like defend all of it. Like he hasn't lost a fishing ship. He's about to. But
He
he's
lost
still
one
has-
earlier. He was
okay.
tanking.
He's still at these
Yeah, he's
three
still done a really good
forever.
job. Yeah. Great job repairing as well. I mean, he's also Burbis, right? So it helps to have the speed when it comes to the micro. So Yo is taking advantage of that and showing how you can defend with less stocks and just good. Oh, I thought I was jinxing it there. Yeah, nice pullback again. But yeah, it feels like Leary now is overwhelming him on the water. But then again, Yo has maybe kept his fish alive long enough to the point where he's ready to transition as he's making stables in the middle of the map.
Vivi's about to click up. Cheaper Janitors for Byzantines. Pog.
True. Oh, there's another tower on the woodline for Vivi, and the archers are running straight into the skirms. You have Malians, men at arms now with another extra pierced armor. Crossbow stable now for Hart. I feel like Hart is playing this like if it was a 1v1. Seed workshop. Crossbow might have been more
Oh man,
impactful.
that outpost is so nice for Yo. It showed him Leary was not walled. He goes forward with the siege workshop. He's got a faster villager. Leary needs to run away. Huh? She's
The
so
Villa's
quick.
fast, man.
She's so fast.
Yeah. But Leary gets the wall off. The knight is about to come in. Yeah, just in time for Leary here. And I imagine... Oh, wait, they're still open towards the dock. If Yo clicks inside, Leary has to get the walls down quick. He will do. He's not going to fail on that. I think this is looking like a solid situation for 200 kilo right now. Yo is still making ships, by the way. Water. He already has the fire ship upgrade, or war galley upgrade.
Yep. He should send that villager in Leary's base back to the corner. If she gets there, she can make a dock over there. Be really ugly.
Vivi's situation is a bit awkward though, still.
Leary's
Crossbow's
really
denying
awkward
his
here
golden
too,
crown.
though, Viper. Look at this. Mangonel on the front side. Knight's waiting to
Yeah.
come in. He goes for a monastery and a siege workshop.
He is. He's also not walled on the bottom. The knight is going to come in from Yo on the bottom. They did not complete the wall. And there will be knights catching him off guard. He has a monk on the way though, but this is looking really awkward. Looks very awkward for both Leary and Vivi right now. Yo released the ships on the water. Leary still has a sizable number advantage though.
He might lose his fishing ships, though. They can go down really, really quickly if you're not paying attention. The knight isn't on the wood line. That's going to kill another villager. He's waiting for the monk to come out. And Yo pushes around with these mangonels. Remember, Vivi still has the fishing ships, but he's trying to go for that second TC. Has killed quite a few crossbows from Hart, but the second TC does not go up. I think Vivi should add some Genitors. Yeah, there we go.
Doing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good synergy between these two sets here.
For sure. Second piece of Yo now as well. Economy situation looks very similar. Village counts are pretty much the same across the board. Oh, is Yo gonna get that? Yo has to delete his knight. Yeah, deletes the knight, and there's a Mangana now for Lyrian defense, and Yo backs off. It's only one stable though and one monastery, so Yo doesn't have a massive army to make a push with, and Lyrian now feels like he's in a comfortable spot once again.
Second town center for Vivi. Still has the fish, but once again, the fish are not working. He's looking for new sources of food from those.
Army count is in favor of Aftermath. I feel like they probably would like to... Like, I feel like Hart could have done so much if he did a Mangonel and started pushing with a Mangonel.
Yeah, he had such a timing advantage to Castle Age, right?
Yeah.
Now he's dealing with crossbows in the back of his base from Vivi, so that's good pressure
good micro
forward,
by
honestly,
Vivi.
from Vivi.
Yeah.
Takes
Good
a
micro
little
by Vivi,
bit
and
of pressure off the front of his base.
Yeah, and camels are not the unit you want to clean this up. Vivi might even win this fight overall.
Look at Yo
Good
just
Michael Hart now.
surrounding Leary with outposts. Wants all the vision in the world. Beautiful.
think we have reached the point where we have to start thinking, what's the best Imperial Age composition here? Who has the better Imperial Age civilizations?
You
might think
it might
Mongols.
be Berbers, Byzantines.
Yeah, you think Mongols are amazing, right? But we have Genitors, we have Camel Archers, we have Bomber Cannons.
Cheap
There's a lot of
skirms.
tools. Yeah, there's a lot of tools for 200 kilo to deal with Mangudai. Nice Magna fight on the left for Yo and Lyria's. Water fight is still going on. Yo might win water here. He has the fire ship upgrade. Lyria does not. He's actually going to win water. Big demo hit,
my
but then
God.
again, it's still castle-age units against field-age units.
Yo just does. He never fully gives up water, does he?
Yeah.
He's just always
I
around.
told you earlier. That's the thing he does so well, right? He just forces your attention elsewhere that you forget a bit about water.
Yeah.
And then he never forgets. Oh, Hart has a man-at-arms. Where Yo wants to build a town center.
Berbervilles. Get back here.
Wait, this is actually working out. Yo is chasing so far. Yo, the TC is over there.
Oh my
God,
God.
there's actually so much value.
It's a parade or something.
And he knows as well. Hart is microing this now.
Oh, they're bumping. They're bumping up against each other. Yo, what on earth is going on here? He must be getting damage done against Leary. Yeah, he's got
they're
light
microing on the
cav
bottom.
trying to micro. The men-at-arms. It's still going, dude. It's leaving the base. Oh
TC
my
could have enough
God.
by now.
I'm not watching anything else. Ah, he pulls it away.
Okay.
Good job from Hart.
And now
there
he
to
just builds a
realize what
lumber
was
camp
happening.
instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fourth town center for Vivi. I mean, if Vivi's fish was 100% active, he could have probably played around with the idea of Imperial Age at this point. Economy situation is still quite similar. Aftermath actually has more economic units, mostly in villagers, as the fish is now in favor of
I think
200 kilo.
the problem for Hart is going to be if Vivi gets a castle up on that hill. Right? Because then it's a Byzantine castle. He can go up to Imp cheaper.
Yeah.
And he probably will have a similar timing to you. And then it's just like, how do you push that?
Yeah. And Vivi could at any choice, at any time now, with his healthy economy of 74 units, he could stop any production and just click to Imperial Age. He's doing guild nets as well now, even.
And he has the potential to mix in Drummonds on the shoreline right away, too.
Oh,
when he gets to Imp, which could be really nice.
That means that, I mean, if they control the water on both sides, trade will never be safe for Hart and Vivi as well.
Never. Yeah, Vivi is recovered really nicely here, and I agree with you. I think Hart needed to go for some more pressure early, right? Rather than that second TC right away. Yo clears everything on the water. Got a villager in the back of Leary's base, making more outposts.
Of course. That's the thing with Mullins as well. You have like with the discount, you feel like you kind of can afford everything. So making a forward siege, making a mangonel, it's not going to delay a second town center by much. He was doing a stable instead, as if he's like, okay, you need to play crossbow knights against.
Hart's coming for a castle. Viper. Vivi almost has enough for a castle right here. He's got Genitors. He's got camels.
We have seen this before.
Oh my God, it's going to go down.
Oh, no.
It's going to go down. Hart blocking his
Vivi
foundation.
will drop it on the hill.
Yep.
Vivi will have such a better position though.
And Vivi's got Byzantine monks healing up his camels and Genitors from behind. Double healing rate. That might make the difference here.
So much value. Well, Hart has camels though, with bloodlines as well. Oh, Vivi has to abandon the castle. If you're Hart, do delete and drop the castle on the hill. I think he should.
I think
it'll be such a better position. Now it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit late now. That was a good moment for Hart, but now Hart needs to go imp. Because Vivi, upon having a castle fight here, trust me, he's just gonna, okay, time to go imp. You can already see Vivi's resources.
And that's still a fine castle position for Vivi. Like, it still protects his base, and he's got a little cubby there he can sit his trebs in. He doesn't immediately need that gold. He's got other options, and it's a Byzantine castle. So the HP is already insane on it.
First player to imp, however, is Leary.
He's so surrounded on the mini-map. But it's all outposts.
And Leary, being Leary, goes for Arbalest. Is that a good choice though against Berbers? Like, Jochen he has cheap cavalry and he can also make Genitors. And skirmishes for that matter.
He's kind of trying to hide it back there.
Vivi was trying to do a second castle, but Hart denied it with an outpost. And now Vivi does not pull off the quick walls. Hart could deny this castle once again.
Yep. Vivi is forced to retreat. Doesn't get the castle up, so second deleted castle foundation. Over on this side, good pressure from Hart indeed.
And what's good for AM here is that I feel like Vivi has 2 natural hills to put a castle on there in front of his base. And he has been forced now to make them downhill on both sides.
Yo loses outposts, Yo replaces outposts, and Yo goes for a forward castle. And Leary is... I mean, this is just a classic Leary moment, right? Where he isn't on stone. Now, his stones are forward, so Yo has been controlling that the whole time.
I guarantee you this has been a plan of Yo, right?
Yep.
He's against Leary is Mongols. Denying him from getting castles in Mangala is potentially a game-winning move. Oh, nice Mangala marker by Yo here as well. 1-for-1 trade so far.
Second
Yeah,
castle
Leary
from
trying
Hart
to get stone.
up on the hill this time.
Yeah, but... True, but Leary, Vivi has a 2-minute advantage and he has 2 castles ready to produce as well. Hart, if you're Harter, you rush a university and you get masonry right away.
I want to see a Drummond immediately from Vivi. Just one. That's it. Investigate.
He can't reach too much though at the moment, but yeah, I'm down. I want to see it as well. I would say it's looking very good for the Chinese team though. Positionally, that is.
Yep.
Population is still in favor of Aftermath.
I think the biggest issue right now is that Leary will have no siege follow-up for this, right? There's no castle.
Yeah.
So
There's nothing that can take out the castle of Yo, essentially.
he's just going to be running around with these arbalists. Surely he's not going to get hit by a shot here. He does. Damn.
Loses 3, but a lot of HP on 4 or 5 more. Good start for Yo there, as Yo manages to pull off a stone wall there as well. It's going to buy a lot of time. As Leary will run into walls everywhere. There is no angle for Leary to enter. And then you ask yourself, what was this Imperial Age timing? What did it give for Leary?
Yep. I think he's looking for stone, dude. He's got villagers exploring all the way at the back of his base.
And look, they're preparing markets as well.
Yeah.
Along the shoreline. But Yo will have vision of this. I mean, if they start trading, Yo can see the whole trade.
This just
Imperial Age
plays
now
perfectly into Vivi's hands. Like, you want to play defensively with Byzantines. Perfect. And Yo can't be hurt by Leary because there's no siege.
Coinage. Leary, he has researched coinage more this series than I've ever seen him before.
He's just straight up buying a castle, Viper. Just straight up buying one. 0 to 650, real quick.
Yeah. And Vivi now has 5 trebuchets on the field. That even though the castle is on hill being repaired, that is not going to last against 5 castles. 5 trebuchets. Score is still, the score is jumping back and forth. But again, it just feels like positionally, 200 kilo are just in such a favorable spot.
Well, Aftermath has a player that can't do anything at the moment.
Yeah.
Until they get a castle up, Leary cannot do anything.
And he's lacking the gold as well to even buy the remaining stone for the castle. He has a little bit of stone income now on the top, but that's still with only 3 vills. It's going to take a long time to get.
And look at Yo's point of view. He sees all of Leary's eco. He knows where all the gaps are. He knows exactly what Leary is doing. He sees the markets at the back. It's just everything.
Camelot get in as well just before the gate. Actually, the gate is there, but there's an opening still next to the gate. So Camelot should come in and kill a couple of vills.
Hart killed the castle. Well done, Hart. He's going to come forward with the Gebettos and snipe the Trebs.
But they are heavy camels, solid upgrades for Vivi. Can he even win this fight? Gebettos do a lot of damage to Trebs, so they can snipe the Trebs easily. So yeah, this is a good moment for Hart. He can reclaim control of the hill, and then he can start working on the second castle of Vivi. Maybe Vivi is not in such a comfortable spot as we thought. Third castle from Yo. Camelot production is going to get out of control here. And the mobility of Camelot is just so good on this map. Look at Hart's base, how much resources are exposed if Yo decides to go that way with his Cameloters. What?
Someone dropped, I think. Someone must have dropped.
I hope so.
Why is Vivi the only one left in the game? No GG's, nothing. Just, huh? I think Yo dropped, maybe.
Apparently Vivi dropped.
Oh, okay.
Population. Aftermath is working with a 50 population lead. It does not feel that way at all.
No.
But Yo, despite having this like presence, we feel. He's only working on 120 population. He has 12 camel archers, and the rest is economy.
He has Casbah, so his castles are producing faster. He's trying to produce camel archers. And despite taking out that one castle, I don't know if Vivi has 1,100 stone in the bank. I don't know if Hart can take out the second one.
Yeah. But the position might be a little bit deceiving.
Maybe.
Like, it feels like Yo has like Leary in a chokehold. But yeah, but like you said, with Casbah, 3 castles, his numbers will climb really fast.
Yeah, I just don't think Hart can push Vivi fast enough. Unless Vivi makes some major mistakes. He did make a mistake with that first castle. He had the siege workshop and the trebs set up behind it, so he couldn't repair it. So that's why the castle went down.
I mean, I guess in the end, I mean, it depends. Is Hart going to tunnel vision on the other castle, right? If Hart just ignores the castle and goes straight through his economy, that might be a better decision.
Yo should make 1 cannon galleon.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that would be sick. Or even some war galleys. You have all the upgrades for range. You have ballistics, you have chemistry, you have bracer. Just a couple war galleys there would be huge. And you have the outposts too, so you know they'd be effective.
Exactly. He can clean up the markets as well with that.
Okay, so we're in the lobby right now. Get it restored. Man, we are on the cusp of a game 7 here, and then it's gonna get even later for you. That's just the way that time works, you know.
Tato already wrote to Jordan an hour ago. Jordan, are you looking forward to playing at 10? Like 10 p.m. Looks like he might be right.
You are the admin of the tournament, though.
I'm not the admin.
Well,
I'm the host.
You're like the daddy of the tournament, you know.
I am the daddy, yes. But the second the tournament started, all my power vanished in terms of any decisions that has any impact on players and teams.
Okay.
I mean, I was on the brink of getting an admin loss.
Were you?
Imagine getting an admin loss in my own tournament.
I don't think
that will be next level.
I don't know if
next level. Sorry. Right, they have restored. So they are kicking off the game again. We're getting there slowly.
I'd love to see Nilly admin loss himself for violating
He would.
rules.
That's
he
the best part.
Would. And the best thing about it
would.
is that then he would put it in like his little monthly review video and have a whole segment on it where he explains both sides of the story.
That would be so Nelly, man. What the F happened in December?
Yeah. And you'd say, like, personally, I'm not really a fan of the decision, but as an admin, I had to make it.
I understand the decision. Oh.
I see it all playing out in my mind. It's too real. It's absolutely too real. All right, we're back in.
Yeah, we are indeed back in. I hope they didn't lose out on any like momentum. Or,
I don't think so. It's exactly the same timing. It looks like,
looks good. Leary finally got his castle up though. It's in the trade route. That is yet to be.
Such a brutal position for Hart to have the treads in if a bomber cannon comes over for Vivi.
Oh, true. And he is tunnel vision. Well, I call it tunnel visioning. It's also natural to target his castle from the hill. Byzantine castle though. Vivi's doing Vivi's building a second castle in the back of his base, so he doesn't have as much stone to repair anymore. Hart still. It looks like Hart has a castle age armor, right?
Camels are going to Leary. Where are the camels going?
I feel like they just want to jump on the. No, wait. They're going to raid.
Yep.
Interesting.
Arbalists are coming over from Leary to try and help Hart.
Hart's bomber cannon walked straight into a trebuchet shot. Luckily it was uphill, so he survived with 7 HP. Oh, the camels from Vivi, they're kind of going into no man's land. They're not going to find anything here.
Where's the bomber cannons from Vivi? Oh, he doesn't have chemistry.
Yeah, he's doing it now.
And he's going to
Elite
lose that
cam launcher.
castle, likely.
Yeah, Hart is taking a really good position here, and Hart, behind this, he has 400 stone in the bank. If he can get another 250 stone and get a castle now forward on that hill, he'll be in an amazing spot to both push into Vivi and into Yo's economy.
Great job from
Yo
Hart
might
so
sudden-
far. It's really, really solid.
Yeah, Leary now trying to stonewall the whole middle as well to connect him and Hart in a nice way. 4th castle for Yo. Yo might have to start playing on the other side.
Maybe. Bomber Cannon did get sniped by the Trev eventually. It was only a matter of time. And Leary's trade is now running through Yo's base. Interesting.
So light cav in the back of the base as well. If you're Leary here, don't you just put one unit to like snipe get rid of the outposts? They're right there in your face.
Just a villager or something. Could be big.
Yeah.
Damn,
Heavy
Vivi
camo
really
for Hart
needs
as
another castle here. A little
Yeah.
bit further back, but to secure this area. He's got his camels over at Leary's base, and Leary's going to lose a lot of villagers.
Yeah, Leary does not have the army to deal with this. He has a couple arbalists. Arbalists, I mean, they do very good against the Byzantine camels by all means. But if the camel archers are working together with them, then yeah, that's not a good situation for him. But Hart now diving in. He's diving on the Trebs with his Farimba camels here. This is a good move though. He's under the castle of Vivi. I guess he will clean up everything. This is probably super worth.
Yep. Really, really nice stuff. He's buying himself a ton of time. Vivi is still in the back with his camels, but he's stuck up against the market. Leary might be able to quick wall him in here. Yo is blocking him. Let me through.
Oh. I like that they have started trade though. Like, there's no sign of the Chinese team starting trade. Just now built a market for Yo. So, but the camel archers coming in from the back. They're taking the hill, and they might go straight for the Trebs. Hart's not reacting so far. Luckily, arch range units are not that good against Trebs. One Treb is down though. The Farimba camels though, if they get on top of this, they will still do a lot of damage. And Hart is pushing right into the economy of Vivi here.
Leary's still kind of a non-factor here in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to kill him, so they're spending time on him, but Hart is basically the only one providing pressure.
Hart prepared a coinage now as well, but now he's building his own castle. I was thinking maybe he's going to sling Leary the stone, but he's building a castle exactly in that middle spot where we thought. And that castle is going to give him such a strong position to go, as I said, both into Yo's economy and Vivi's economy. I mean, Leary has 33 arbalists. Normally you say that's more than enough for Leary to contribute to the game, but he does feel quite useless.
They're kind of just standing still in Hart's economy, right? And Yo is now sending camel archers over to help defend. He's also pressuring, but there's stone walls there from Leary and Hart, so well done.
There was a moment there where the camel was going through the gate, and Yo almost hit the right timing to run through. But yeah, do we have Elite Cabero? We do not. Yo, Hart's still using his heavy camels to defend as well. Vivi's army feels kind of like nothing as well though, right? He's doing bomber cannons finally. There's Arbalists and his skirms, which should be an okay army for now. But long term, it doesn't feel like it's going to be an amazing composition for him.
Galleon from Mysterio to control this entire edge. He sees the amount of trade. Like, you've seen the carts going into those markets. So Galleon could be a really, really solid option. I mean, War Galley could have been good too. I don't even know if you need the Galleon upgrade, but the trade is starting to get set up here from Aftermath, and Vivi still kind of has water control over on the other side. If he went for a Drummond to take out those markets, maybe it could be good. But right now, he's just trying to keep himself alive.
Yeah, for sure. I still hate the fact that there's an outpost in the middle of the trade route.
Yep.
An enemy outpost. Gives so much vision and knowledge. Ram now, in the middle of the map. Yo has capped Ram, trying to break the stone walls on the gate of Leary. Hart is walling behind it though.
And Leary is behind that
some more time.
with Arbalest, finally. Man, has Leary been slinging hard or what? Like, what?
I don't think
He
so.
hasn't sent
Checking.
anything.
Oh wait. Yeah, no.
He's just
Yo has
setting
been
up the
slinging
trade.
Vivi, though.
He's just trying to set up trade, and that's basically what he's doing right now, defense and trade.
That could be sick though, right? Leary's now doing Elite Skirmisher, but like if he can get enough trade to suddenly go Siege Hunters with Drill, for example, he could be a massive contributor and turn the tide.
I mean, the galleons are here, so the trade line is going to have to be moved inland.
Yeah.
It's going to be ugly.
Yeah. But better have a short trade than no trade.
Oh, pincer maneuver, something on the camel
Good
archers,
move.
and Yo loses
That's
quite a bit.
A lot of camel archers going down here. 10, 12 camel archers went down there. But yeah, it still feels like, I mean, they both kind of have centered control forward from Yo's position and from Heart's position. But Lyri's walls now in the middle are about to be broken by the cap ram, so Yo will have free entry straight into the trade. They need more walls or not a castle there, but they don't have the stone. Oof, looks like they haven't reacted to that either. They don't know what's happening. Because Lyri is losing a lot of arbalists here, making now, he has 18 skirms in the queue. No, he has 18 skirms on the map. And the camel archers now, the walls are broken and the camel archers will go through.
Galleon's just clearing up the trade on the other side. Really, really nice for Mr. Yo to add those in. And the camel archers are going to sit right in the middle here, Viper. Ooh. All that investment. And it's just going to get cleared up pretty quickly unless they can do something about it pretty soon. The camels and the arbalists are coming over. But this is going to pull all the military back and give a chance for Vivi to push back. Vivi's also going for Bombard Tower in the center.
Heart was able, though, to snipe the treble Vivi, so that's going to slow down the push a little bit. As Vivi does another castle right downhill from the castle of Heart. Very brave. But yeah, now we see the pain. This is like, these situations, camel archers are so good, where you can just run around and pick up things and use that in mobility.
And the trade's dying to Galleons while this is happening.
Lyri needs to get rid of the furthest markets, because trade will automatically always go to the furthest market. But they now found a 3-tile stone. There's 1,000 stone there for Heart and Lyri to mine in the back of their base. Population extremely close.
All of the trade, dude. All of the trade.
Oh, Lyri. He had such a nice setup as well, right? He has 10 trade cards now. He has lost probably about 10 as well. So he had super healthy trade situation going. But now Vivi and Yo as well, getting a lot of trade cards going. Just starting to look better and better long term for. And even the camel archers on the bottom, they were chasing them, but they're winning the fight
here
strong. With the hill.
They're so strong. They cleared up all those camels. They were on the hill. They're gonna win the fights against the arbalists in equal numbers too. It's just about cost-effective trades versus them. But this has bought so much time.
Look at the trade-off, though. Lyri was able to take out the castle of Yo in the middle. While this was all going on, Lyri was pushing with 4 trebs and took out the castle in the middle. There's a capped ram coming, though, in light cav and camel archers. Lyri might lose all 4 trebs as well.
Oh, that capped ram is so sick there. He doesn't even need to worry about sniping the trebs with his light cav or his camel archers. Capped ram takes care of all of it.
Beautiful snipers. Now we have Heart playing as the Malians, feeling forced into making elite skirmishes as well. And they just now finally cleaned up the camel archers in the bottom.
Damn, that's a really nice hold on that castle against Vivi, though. This is all Vivi's focusing on right now. And Heart's been able to hold this hill for a very long time. He's also sending counter raids into the back for Rimba Light Cav. Really, really strong. How to stop Mr. Yo, though.
Yeah, another forecast now. He gets access to both stones of Lyri here, right? You just feel so... as Mongols, when you don't get the stone, you feel very handicapped. Yeah. And yeah, the position, I mean, like, again, Lyri has deleted the markets now, but yeah, it was probably too late. He's only got 15 trade cards despite starting his trade boom super early.
Castle's gonna go down from Heart soon, too. It's so tough. Even, like, uphill, trying to fight against a Byzantine fully upgraded castle.
Well, Heart sniped 1 trap, but Castle does go down in the end. And now Vivi can start crawling forward.
Oh, and camel archers in the trade.
Again, oof. This honestly might be the GG call. They look at this and be like, yeah, we're not dealing with this. Yeah, GG called. We have a deciding game. And we have a 10 p.m. match for Jordan and Viper.
Best of 7.
Can't wait.
BF in the map pool? Question mark?
We are not picking BF.
Mitchie?
I'll tell you that much.
I think that was
24-hour
really
stream,
solid.
yeah.
Really, really solid.
That was
from Mr. Yo, especially there. I think Lyri, like you said, the stones forward, Yo played around that, and it felt like Lyri did not. And then he was just found himself in a position where he got to Imperial Age and couldn't push anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you identified that right away, right? He played around that with the defensive 2 docks, get to Castle Age, outpost, get vision, and then just slight pressure while booming behind it. And yeah, but that's the thing as well. Like where in Hart's position, I think Hart should have. We talked about it already, but like go early aggression, right? Because
Yeah.
you had a slight timing advantage on Byzantines. If Byzantines stabilize with winning water, they are so hard to break. And he did a good job early imp, but again, it's just
Fuck you all,
so
your lives
hard
are
to
so
break a
sad I
Byzantines
get a
player.
charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Let's go, yo.
4 hours so far in this set.
Yikes. Next set will be a 4-0, so don't worry, guys. Won't be too bad.
For
One way or
who?
another, it'll be a 4-0.
One
Yeah,
way
not-
or another, yeah.
One way or another.
Gonna be us or them.
Wait, can I? What's the bear? Wide Boris?
Wide Boris.
Oh, damn it! I don't have it in my chat. I want to see it.
You should enable it,
It's
dude.
so
it's great.
badass.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's a mod that one of my viewers made to replace all the bears with wide Boris in the game.
Ah, sick.
Pretty sick.
So we have Aftermath on 3 sets in a row. Decide a game on Eldorado.
Yeah.
3rd set in a row.
They've done it twice.
Yep. What civs do they have? Did they use Persians yet? I can't recall.
They did. They had Savar in the first game. So they have Saracens,
True.
Chinese, and Khmer left over. And then we have Mayans, Huns, and Poles for 200 kilogram.
You said they have Saracens, Chinese, and Khmer.
Yep.
And you said Mayans.
Huns and Poles.
I feel like it's very easy to say what civs they're going to use for 200 kilograms. It has to be Mayans Huns, right?
No?
But
You could go
For-
Poles.
on Eldorado, with that easy access to farming,
All
I
I'm
mean, if you
saying
play it
is don't-
different,
don't
you go
be
Tower
surprised.
Rush.
Yeah, don't be surprised. It is Vivian Yo.
True. I could see Lyrian Hart playing Khmer Saracens, though, for example, right? Khmer is the scouts player, Saracens the archer player, but then again, comfort zone for Lyrian with Chinese.
Yeah. And you
But
start with the
Chinese
extra
struggle-
bills. You have the fish right
Yeah.
nearby, so you can keep the TC going easily.
But as the game goes on, Chinese are weaker in Imp compared to Saracens. With market abuse as well on this map, could hit some pretty sweet timings. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Chinese Khmer seems logical. I mean, you could play Saracens as well as a cavalry civ.
Yeah.
Their camels have so much HP as well now.
It's a market civ above anything else.
Yeah.
And in a map that you might lack gold if you get kicked off the center, or you want to hit Castle Age first to get something in the center, market could be really solid. Also, those camels are ridiculous now. Like, I know
Yeah, they are
Nikov
insane.
should have switched into Help yesterday, but like,
Yeah.
you didn't used to be able to do that. You know, like,
No. It's like the reason it wasn't broken before was you had to pay like still almost you had to pay like 1400 resources,
Mhm.
and now it's even better and you get it for free.
Yep.
It's crazy.
But I don't think
Dave, I'll take a-
Saracens are really broken. Okay, you're taking a
They're
break.
not. There will be certain matchups where they have like just like they will appear as they are super hard counter sometimes.
Yeah,
But yeah, I take a quick break,
Okay.
grab some water,
same.
use the restroom. Yeah.
Jamming. Absolutely jamming here. All right. 10 seconds left.
Broke me 2 Halloween
10
ago.
seconds.
Shut the fuck
Don't
up
know if
and I'll
Viper's
take you to
back, but
Twitter.
10 seconds. We're going to be into game number 7, and it is going to be Huns Mayans versus Khmer Japanese. Or Khmer Chinese. Haha. Bop. No Saracens. No Poles. Khmer and Chinese. We're going to wait for Viper to return before I unmute myself and start talking to his stream. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Thanks for all the subs and stuff while I've been talking with Viper. Crypto Mike, thank you for the tier 3. Juror, thank you for the gift sub to Insock. I appreciate you. Let's go. Hello, Dave. Hello, Dgens. What did I miss? You missed an impressive comeback from Yo and Vivi. I think Hart and Leary have been playing better today than they've played so far in this tournament, though. It's been kind of wild, their progression. And the fact that now...
Hello.
Okay. That was right inside of my eardrum. That was so deep in my ear canal, it was actually disturbing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Some live Viper ASMR.
Some people have to pay for that. I get it for free. We're
Well,
here.
Chinese Khmer it is.
Yep.
And another decider game. There's been a lot of decider games this tournament, I feel like.
Every single decider game or final game that Leary and Hart have played so far has been on El Dorado.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this from Leary. He's sending a villager forward. He's trying to snipe the villager from Vivi. He has extra vills at the beginning. So you can afford to toss one away, I suppose. And you're going to have Loom already as Chinese.
But does he have that many extra vills? This is not like Warlords where you have minus food on this version.
Oh,
so
do you?
look at the village
Okay.
count right now.
Okay.
It is only 16. He only has 17. Of course, he has Loom as well.
Look at where he's going,
So it's only like
dude.
one villager ahead.
Look at where he's going. He's going all the way to the corner here. And what are the odds
Hmm.
that Yo and Vivi look for a dock over there?
That is true, but what are the odds of Leary making? I think, like you said, I think he was hunting for a dock villager.
Why would
And now he's like looking, since he has Loom, maybe he can find like a single vill in a lumberjack camp or something like that.
Vivi has to be like, why is your scout there? Why has
Yeah.
it been there for the last 2 minutes?
Oh, Vivi's doing Loom. And quick walling. This is still not a lot of value for Leary in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this wall is annoying though.
That is nice. That is very nice. There's plenty of straggler trees. There's still a couple left over. So Vivi can get around that, and he'll probably work away on this wall for a little while. But I don't
goes
think it's
down
the
fairly quick.
value that Leary was looking for.
Yeah. This villager could have probably collected, at this point, 100 resources.
Maybe.
Maybe more. As we have Hart going up to the village to first. He's playing as Khmer.
He's coming back again. He's going to wall it off.
But what does this give him?
Bah!
Okay, everyone's up to village now. When we saw Suomi against Aftermath, they played kind of a hybrid style where both Leary and Hart went for land and water, both of them. And it definitely worked out. We'll see if they go for a similar style this time. It's kind of easy to pull off with Khmer because you don't need the barracks, right? So
Yeah. That's just an extra couple fire ships right there.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a dock from Leary. But they know the villager
no.
is back here. And
Yeah.
it's like, what else would you be doing with that? Once you pull it away.
But
So it seems to me a situation that Vivi can send a fire galley immediately over there. It's still going to be annoying. Like, really annoying.
Yeah. Vivi stopped on 2 efficient ships, by the way. He's not added a third one. He's doing a barracks now. Maybe he won't commit on water at all.
Maybe.
With this few fishing ships, it doesn't feel like he's going to, right? But then again, Yo might be in a situation where, all right, he's making fishing ships, but he will be by himself.
Going for a barracks as well.
Mm-hmm. Very likely archers and scouts play. Although, yeah.
Okay.
Hart going for a stable as well. Leary going for a barracks now. That's a late barracks for Leary, but that makes sense since he's doing the forward dock.
Yeah, he's going to prioritize the fire galley first, and that's exactly
Yeah.
what's coming out here. Fire galleys for 200 kilograms? No. Not yet.
Not from either player as well. Are they just going to abandon water completely and go full land? I mean, it's not unheard of if you take mill control, that can work. But then again, a free fish boom is so valuable.
Oh,
Wait, look
Hart.
at Yo, he's got 4 bills on stone.
Yep. He's got just a few villagers here on stone, but he hasn't made the mining camp there. So he might just be trying to get enough stone for a couple towers.
Ooh.
Hart actually
Hart.
stopped building that stable early. I think he misclicked on the shift, and he just started producing scouts here. So Yo is going to be a little bit ahead
Right.
on scout production, and that could actually be huge. Also, the fact that when you see a scout versus scout war against Khmer as the eagle gets walled in up near Leary's dock, really, really nice quick wall over there.
Nice.
Not having the barracks is a help at first, but then it kind of becomes a hindrance later
Yeah.
because you have to keep your scouts
Unless-
at home to defend.
Unless you manage the full wall, which he's well on his way of doing already. He's also going some bills on gold now, so it looks like Hart will make sure he wins water because look how many efficient ships he has. He has 6, he's adding 2 more.
Yep.
Hart's economy is going to be insane soon.
Really, really nice. He also went up to feudal without looms, so he got a little bit of extra value there. He has it now, of course, but... Damn, double range for Leary. Double range blacksmith. Already for Vivi.
Oh, Vivi gets a second fire ship just in time to defend. So the forward dock from Leary has not gotten much value as of yet.
Yo has to be worried about it, though, and he's adding a fire galley now, as Vivi tells him that the galleys came in over towards him. Hart has a villager outside his base, doesn't need to be worried about Ace Khmer, just hops inside and gets back in, as his dock villager is now kind of under threat, but she doesn't really have anything to do over there anyway.
He did kill one of the spearmen, but he ate 2 hits before he went down, so... The Spears Yo has gotten some decent value, and he has so many scouts here, Yo, at the moment.
Yeah.
Does Hart really want to fight here? Ooh, that's a lot of extra hits.
That's a lot of damage. And the thing is that, like, Hart can't just make spears to defend. He's going for another stable and a blacksmith.
Mm-hmm. Pressure on Leary's base as well now. Vivi coming forward with archers, but Leary has enough himself to defend. Vivi as well. He did armor upgrade again for the archers. He has done this on the Arabic game as well.
You know, this might just be an anti-Leary technology where he knows that he doesn't want to get involved in the long-range archer fights, so he just gets as close as possible with armor. It might be. It honestly might be.
He's now moving over though. They want a double Hart. The archers are coming across. Leary's still just sitting in his base. He did delete the house now and is moving over as well. And if they come from behind with the scout numbers Hart will have now with the double stable, this could be a big cleanup.
Yo's fish. Both sides. Hart from one side, Leary from the other.
Yeah.
Hart doing a great job to keep the scouts coming out and the fire galleys. Leary as well. And now Yo has no food to supplement his scout production. So he's going to have to get the
And
land
look.
food eco set up.
Hart is doing armor as well on the scouts, and he has 12 scouts versus 8 of... This is going to be a complete cleanup for
This is
Aftermath.
brutal. Unless Leary loses all of his archers here.
He's microing away. Maybe you have a case for microing towards the scouts of Hart. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be happy with just picking off the archers from Leary and then probably Yo getting out of there.
That's so much better than it could have ended up for 300 kilograms, right? You could have had a situation where you lose
300?
everything. Sorry, 200. Sorry, they're getting fatter as the games go on.
Oh.
You could have had a situation where you lose everything, but at least you take
Yeah.
Leary's armor with you.
Leary defends his fish as well at home. Although there is a third fire galley coming from Vivi. But yeah, you just feel like, look at the... Wait, Vivi is up to Castle Age at a really good time. He did use the
What?
market, sold his stone. But he is on the way to the Castle Age. Third range coming up as well.
Third
There
range.
is a chance here that this timing can do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I guess he was taking the deer and everything.
Mhm.
Even with the market, pretty good timing there. Hart is now clicking up,
Ooh.
though. And Hart
Yeah.
has 9 scouts to upgrade, and he still has his fishing ships alive, 10 of them.
10 fishing ships. Yeah, that's
That's
so much
pretty
food income.
brutal. Look at
And
that
Yo, as always,
tower
not giving
setup.
up water.
That's so cute. Look at Yo's farms
Yeah.
with the tower in the center. Perfectly
Taking a fight
aligned.
here, though. Good fight for Hart once again. Hart doesn't need to take these fights either because he's on the way to the castle. Look at Yo's resources though. Yo with 200 food in the bank as Leary clicks to castle as well. The timing of castle is going to be so strong for the aftermath players here. It's kind of up to Vivi now to make something happen with his 14 archer army, as Yo is going to be miles away from castle age.
And he didn't even kill the fish from Leary. Like, he bypassed them right away. He's going to get in towards Hart's fishing eco. But Hart should be able to deal with this. And how to stop Hart once he gets to castle age. His eco is just really, really good.
Yeah, shows again how valuable it can be to win the water. As Leary and Hart has had a strong emphasis on that in every single deciding game they've played. And they've won water in every single deciding game they played as well. Seems like fish and chips is good. Fish, good.
Vivi does have 3 ranges. He's going for university. He's run out of 2 tiles of his gold. There's still 2 tiles left at the back of his base. And he's got more archers right now than Leary. Is he open?
Leary is open on the dock. Next to the house, there is a gap.
No. Vivi will never go
No?
there. No, he won't.
He
won't
won't go there, but it's open. Oh, wait. He's clicking inside and they're moving. Yeah, he's going to go there. He's clicking inside and he's realizing that he's getting a path.
If I was Leary, I'd have a demo in that, and I'd deliberately delete the one along the shoreline and let him come in.
Leary spots it, though. His archers are moving into position and he's...
Yeah.
But... Well, the farming... Look, Leary has to run. He has to play Nomad with the northern villagers. Hart might want to come across with his knights. Hart has +2 armor. He's doing guild nets as well. Yo has clicked up to the castle as well. Yo is trying to wall off his base now to be safe, but look how much cavalry is coming forward for Hart. If those get in on the farming economy of Yo is going to be in big trouble.
Yeah. Hart needs to block these walls, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. Yo needs to wall behind this if he can. Even just palisades is good. There we go. The army in the back from Vivi is being cleared up by the crossbows from Leary.
And this felt like the win condition for China, that Vivi got something done with this. Vivi has a second. He has a TC though in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yo's
look at Yo's farming economy.
It's kind of
look
brutal,
at Yo's
isn't it?
woodline and how he has to wall around the TC. That's so painful.
Oh no.
Core lead is 1,000. Economy units 20 ahead for aftermath. Military more than double. Yo, he could take the town center. It's only 4 villas in there.
What a unique base layout for Yo. Desperation base layout over here. We've got a TC in the center there from Hart. For those of you who don't know, it is full vision for everybody in this center area. Like all visible. So they can see that TC from Vivi.
There we coming forward with a seed workshop as well. Now he's going to idle the TC of Vivi. And yeah, this just looks like no way back. It looks like AM is going to take another decider game on El Dorado. Become their hobby at this point.
Yep.
Hart pulling the units away from the top. He could do a pincer move here, but I'm not sure why he's running away from 6 crossbows with 7 knights with +2 armor. Okay, he's going back in again now.
Yo has 3 stables. Like, he's going to be able to produce from one of those.
Yeah. This is so painful. Yo still has not been able to get this farming economy going. Yeah, Yo has 8 on food right now. And they're all garrisoned. Half of them are garrisoned in the tower. Brutal situation. The seed workshop in the middle as well is going to make it so hard for Vivid to hold his position. Knight numbers for Hart are still far superior. TC for Lear in the middle now as well. And we are just looking at the slow, painful death of 200 kilograms. Who has had an amazing run this tournament, and we'll still see them play tomorrow in the 3rd place match.
Yep. Incredible run. After yesterday, I thought they might be the strongest team going forward. They looked really, really good, and the GG is coming in. And speaking of incredible runs, I mean, AM, it hasn't been easy for them, Viper. They haven't made it easy on themselves. But once again, they find themselves on El Dorado in the final game, and the 3rd straight victory in a row for them on this map. Pretty nice.
I'm going to call it here.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 4-4, deciding game, El Dorado. But
2
then
in the morning.
2 in the morning.
Yeah.
But then the result will be different.
Okay.
The outcome.
All right.
As one game edition team will be there.
Yep.
All right, Dave. I'm gonna make a quick leave now because I'm gonna have to restart my stream. I delayed, blah blah blah, and I need to draft and I need to play. So thanks a lot for casting, Dave. It was a lot of fun. Pleasure as always.
Yep. Good luck, man.
And,
I hope you get your second win there. And
thank you.
Good luck in the third place match tomorrow as well.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to it.
See you later, bro.
See you, man.
Thanks
Bye
for
bye.
casting. Peace.
You too. Bye.
Dude, it's way too late for Jordan and Viper. It is way too late. They're so old, bro. Like, mentally, I think mentally, Jordan and Viper might be 15 years older than Doubt. Aren't you the same age? Yeah, but you know. What do you mean? Jordan is just about to wake up? True. All right. Well, thank you to Viper for co-casting. That is a 4-3 for not 34. 4-3. Wait a second. Convincing result. 4-3 for A.